Right. The city of Blackmere is a trade center. Its wonder is matched by the backdrop of the mighty mountains, which have helped shape the city to what it is today. The resources within these mountains are of great importance, but they were also influential when it came to the architectural designs, as the vast majority of the buildings have been built by stone mined from these very mountains. The mines of Blackmere also yield a high quality silver and crystals that are perfect for being enchanted, which has brought the city great wealth. Quality of life for Blackmere is high, and it has attracted lots of attention. Countless cultures left their mark not just on business but on the city's identity. Unfortunately, it can be difficult ruling such a place, and has recently been experiencing some difficulties between the bourgeois and the working class, as more and more of the distinct differences between these two people are becoming more and more apparent. The lady Blackmere has been trying to deal with the guilds and craftsmen, but she's been having trouble. The city itself is buttressed like directly up against the Blackmere Mountain. Part of it is actually embedded within. The Restless Channel is the waterway that feeds from the mountain and is the main water source for the mines, and bisects the city into two halves. The northern half of the city is sandwiched between the mountain and this river, and that is where the majority of the craftsmen and miners live. The well-to-do and wealthy merchants take up the lower half, with the castle of Blackmere sitting in the southeastern corner. As the evening or the day is kind of drawing to a close, and you all are trying to attempt to enter through the western gate. The mountain is on your left, and the southern gates are usually reserved for merchants and wealthy travelers, and passage is impossible without proper authorization and paperwork, as the civil unrest in the city has been reaching a fever pitch and newcomers are not welcome. The service gate, however, is open, but it seems as though the guardsmen are stopping and questioning almost everyone, taking logs and accounting of personal belongings. Carts are being stripped and searched as guards are searching for weapons and contrabands being brought into the city. Some of you have been traveling together for some time. Some of you have not met. But we are going to introduce our characters. We'll start from the left to the right. So, Dan, if you would please describe Malachi.
So, I have a picture there. He looks roughly similar to that. Sort of tall, very pale, being a moon elf. And he's bedecked in lavishness as much as he can get his hands on. It's kind of his calling card, I guess. I think I'm Rourke and Glitson. Were those two going to be familiar with me? Was Lucas as well? I can't remember the divisions that we divided them into. But
if I remember correctly, you know Rourke quite well. Blitzen and is known to you, and Lucas is known to you through Blitzen, I believe, is how.
Yep.
Sure. So yeah, tall, kind of pale, lanky kind of figure. I think speaks quite quietly most of the time, and moves even quieter. And looks like he could fit into any crowd.
All right. We will continue on down the line. In that group will be Lucas.
So Lucas is. I also had the little picture there that pretty much looks similar to that. He is your kind of almost your quintessential kind of fallen knight, almost. Definitely very got that military backbone. Cares for his armor, and it's worn because doesn't have his funds of his normal military unit, but and that's and he tries to be quiet and keep to the back, but he will step up if need be.
All right, and Rourke, you're in that group as well.
Yep. Kind of think like out of shape, in shape, 1950s. Lead man from a movie. He's got like a kind of a gut, but he's also got like muscular. He's unkempt as hell, grizzled beard, just hair that he just kind of ties back when he's not worried about it. He also tends to speak softly, but when he needs to, he can throw his weight around.
So he's Steven Seagal.
Yeah, actually, yeah, but a little shorter.
All right. Liam, if you would please describe Glitzen.
Glitzen is definitely the loudest person in this group, vocally and also in terms of appearance. Bright red skin, his eyes are like orange sclera and like a green iris. It looks really weird when you look him up close. He's got the horns that curl around. He's a tiefling, obviously. He wears as little clothing as is legally allowed. He's decently defined, but the muscles are more for show than for anything else. And he's a loud personality. You wouldn't miss him in a crowd.
Right, and the three of you are kind of. How are you traveling right now? If you could describe that to me. Are you guys just walking, or did you get conveyance? How are you trying to blend in with the others around?
Is there a bit of foot traffic going in and out of this place then?
There is a bit of foot traffic. There aren't very many merchants or anything of that like because, well, most of the ones that we're anticipating coming into the city are already have their authorization and they're going in through the other gate. So this is mostly foot traffic and a few carts for just regular travelers that are making their way through with their belongings.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, you go?
I was going to say, go.
Okay. I was going to say foot, because it would look less inconspicuous.
Yeah,
Although we're next
I
to
would agree.
Glitzen, so...
Yeah.
Trying to blend in as much as we possibly can next to Glitzen.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and a little bit in like the queue ahead of you guys, you see another pair of individuals, Dan or Zane and Andrew. If you please describe Jeeves and Aziel. Azion. Sorry,
Azion, yes.
Azion. I'm sorry.
You can go first.
Okay. Azion is a young human, dark hair, prematurely graying at the temples a little bit, unfortunately. He has a well-kept goatee, dark as well, not graying yet. He cares a lot about his appearance and that people pay attention to him, for he is royalty. He's the prince of another kingdom, and sorry, the cat's having a problem. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, Andrew.
And I guess Jeeves can talk too.
Jeeves, human around late 30s, very kind of kept hair, kind of short, might be in some sort of a suit of some kind. Always keeps himself very nice looking, if you will. Been trying to kind of serve people for most of his life, being the best butler that he can, but has a very strong kind of interest in magic, even though he'd never want to use it himself. So he's kind of bounced around from a few different people. That's it about Jeeves.
Right, and you guys are slowly like approaching the gates, and
Oh, yeah.
as I said, the guards are kind of stopping and questioning everyone that's kind of coming through and giving.
I am pushing through the line. I'm not waiting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, before we even like got within guard vision, I probably would have used the mask, and I think I'm going to look like a younger, better-looking version of Rourke. So Steven Seagal in his 20s or something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I gave you the cloak. I forgot I gave you the a mask.
Mask of disguise.
Right.
So you would have, because I think everyone with me knows about the Rogues Guild, or is partly employed by the Rogues Guild, the Silent Mask. Like,
Mhm.
so he just pulls down like this almost Venetian, the masquerade style mask, like pure white and just the eye holes, and there's nothing else. Like it's a blank slate, and he just pulls it down and becomes someone else. But that's before we even get into the queue.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and the two of you that are from the Silent Mask, you know that you guys are being kind of sent here uh, by your higher ups because the trade disputes that have been going on between the lady, the Duchess, and the working class here have kind of like disrupted work a bit, and like you guys haven't had any communication with the agents of the Silver or the Silent Mask within the city itself, and so it's one of the reasons why you guys are here, and so. Whether or not you have shared that with Glitzen and Lucos would be up to you.
I think,
Oh, go
Rourke,
ahead.
weren't you like retiring from the Rogues
Yeah, I
Guild
retired
kind
a
of
little
thing?
bit ago.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of basically just for me, I guess.
Fine. Then change your memory.
I'll remember.
Just gonna see if he recognizes the two guards at the entranceway.
Do you recognize the guardsman?
Don't know. Did I
is
sleep
that-
with
oh,
them at any point?
Huh?
I'm saying, did I sleep with them at any
What'd you
point?
say, Liam?
Did I sleep with them at any point?
Roll a D100. Roll a
Come on, boys.
D100.
Is this of the 100 people that you've slept with? We're going to see which one.
Oh, baby, I slept with more than 100 people. 65.
You have slept with the individual on the left. His name is Remy.
Sorry?
And his name is Remy.
Remy. Sorry, I think you said
Yes.
Ribby, and I'm like, excuse me?
No. His name is Remy, and he likes feet. If you remember.
I love this character.
Love it. Love it.
Do you have a D100 table of fetishes?
I mean,
I mean, who doesn't?
might make one now. That might be
Yeah.
my DM homework for next week.
I've got a D1000.
Rourke's into the really weird stuff.
Right.
Goodson points at Remy and says, "That's Remy. He's really into feet. But he's got a really big cock."
So, can
And
you
is
get
that
us
going to
in?
help?
I just wanted you all to know. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I gotta brag sometimes, ladies.
Right, and as this is happening, you see like this noble-looking fellow who's well dressed, finely dressed, with like a footman in tow, but isn't traveling through the other gate for some reason. Is kind of pushing his way through the queue towards the guards, and everyone's kind of like turning and giving him an "I watch it," and it was like, "Oh, well, I oughta," and all of these other things, and the guardsmen like kind of see you coming and raise a hand, and is just all like, "Hey, what's all this then?"
Hurry up, Jeeves. You're supposed to be announcing me. It's what they normally do.
I give him a sideways glance for a second. Then I look back at the guard. Yes, good sir. We are in quite a hurry. Sorry for our troubles. Disrupting what you have going. Why not? You must not get paid too much in the week. You must not get paid too much, right? Right. How about the gold and just let us go?
Jeeves announced me.
This is as
Azion Theonovar.
That's it.
Who the fuck is that supposed to be?
Oh, he's very special.
It's very special.
If you're so special, then why you at this gate?
I don't want to talk about it. Just let me through.
No, that's not how this works, mate.
Okay, 2 gold.
I'm just gonna nudge Glitzen in the side and go, "Why don't you go announce him?" I think that would be hilarious.
What, Remy or the princess?
What is your
No.
name, guard?
So my name is. You ain't getting through this gate without proper authorization, eh?
3
Glitz
gold.
yells, "That's not your name!"
He kind of like looks like over Azion's shoulder and sees the very unforgettable Glitzen,
Oh yeah.
and
He gives him like the every single finger moves individually wave.
and you kind of like see him like pale and blush at the same time, which is quite a feat. But you know, he's good with those. But he kind of clears his throat and like, and like focuses back on Azion, and he's just so like, you can get in whenever your proper time.
Ah, yes. So is the proper time 5 gold?
Proper time for 5 gold is going to get you a night in the cell, is what it's going to do.
15?
And Remy kind of gestures. He's like, all right then, mate. Yeah, I'll let you in for 15 gold, and holds out his hand.
Okay, pay the man.
Okay, you pay Remy, and he snaps his fingers, and a squadron of other guards kind of show up and flank either side of you. It's like, y'all have earned yourself some time in the pen. And they others like quickly like escort you towards like what can only be described as a holding area. It's like you've made it past like the first security gate, and now you've earned yourself a spot in a like fenced off area where you are quickly forgotten, but you are nowhere near inside the city.
Oh.
Me, Andrew.
Gotta see the
Well,
talent.
that didn't go well.
And eventually like you see like this process kind of repeating where like, you know, people are coming in. It's like, hey, state your business, and most people just, you know, answer the questions and then are let in unless they have like big trunks or large backpacks that then require searching.
Wait a minute. I gave business.
They
Yes, we
didn't
were
believe
caught,
you.
sir.
You did, but then Jeeves tried to pay guards off.
I'm fired.
May have fucked you.
It's like you also
Next time, maybe not be in such a rush.
but eventually like the queue kind of like moves up a bit, and Remy like realizes that Glitzen is going to be next, and he's so like, oh, take a break into like the guard next to him, and bails.
Oh, but Remy, I wanted you to strip search me.
He like just like shuffles off like faster.
I'm just asking, how many guards are looking, and can I take the 15 gold that he was bribed from him using an invisible mage hand?
People are more paying attention to Glisten right now than they
Oh, you bet they
are
are.
the retreating
attention, baby.
retreating guard.
Am I able to slip a note into the coin purse that says, "Come find me, Twinkle Toes"?
I take it you've already like written this out, like as
Yeah,
you're like
what
moving up in the
scribbling it
street.
as we walk up, I think.
Yeah, sure.
At least once I probably went, Glitson, this is like your handwriting, right?
You
That'll
can
do, baby.
certainly try.
Yeah. That is 24 with my plus 10 sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm just making you roll because I wanted you to roll dice because he rolled a 2 on his perception.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
that
so the invisible mage hand just does the old switcheroo.
So you're taking the gold out and leaving the note?
Yes.
All right, you are 15 gold more prosperous than you were 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the other guard comes over to ask me businesses.
Mm-hmm. And which of you are first?
Well, Glamour, you're going to get us through this gate.
I mean, I'll always go first if you offer. Oh wait, which one were you? Moonbeam. I'll always go first if you offer, Moonbeam. And he steps up to the plate, I suppose.
Right, what's your name?
He does like a shimmy and like ducks his head down, throws his arms out to either side and lifts his head and says, "Just call me Glitz and Glamour. The reasons are obvious.
Is that your legal name?
The only name I got, sweet cheeks."
He like raises an eyebrow and sighs. Business in the city.
If you want. And he winks.
No, I mean your actual business in the city.
He drops his arms and like, "I'm here to see my mother. She works at an establishment in the north of the city."
I mean, I didn't ask for your life story, just wanted your business. And you can see like this guy's a little bit less interested than Remy was. But do you have anything to declare?
Remy's really into feet. That's about all I got to declare.
I mean, you know I had to write that down, right?
Why do you think I said it?
All right. Remy is in. You can like see he's like struggling a little bit with like the spelling.
INTO, sweetheart.
Oh yeah, thanks. Right. You can go on in, and he like
Thanks, baby.
just
And he-
gestures you in, and there is Sorry, you can go ahead.
I was gonna say he just goes, "Thanks, baby," and blows him a kiss. And struts through with his hips swaying more than they probably should.
Right, and you enter the area, and like you see that what is kind of blocked by most of the other guards is that there's that holding pen off to the other side where there's like a bunch of people who are getting searched, and the flashy noble and his butler are now residing, but there's like still like another like double gate that there's people are still kind of like filing through. So even though you're not in the holding pen, you're still kind of in
Not in
a
the city.
holding area because you're not quite into the city yet. And the guard gestures for the next person to come up.
Wait, Lucas.
State your name.
Lucas.
You had to think about that one, did you?
No, I'm sorry. I just never been to a city this big before. Yeah, you have. Shh, calm yourself.
And your business, please.
I'm a traveling companion of Mr. Glitzen, and he'll kind of blush a little bit at that.
Yeah, you are.
Deeper red.
So
Blitzen
you're
looks over at the noble and gives him a wink.
so
in the
you're
holding cell.
visiting his mother too, and he kind of like gives like a glance between you and Blitzen
He said he wanted some extra muscle
to meet his mother,
to
and
travel.
you see like his
To
eyebrow.
travel with. It's not. He didn't need extra. No, we're not talking about that.
Oh, I was
Leave the poor
about to
boy
say
alone.
congratulations, but all right. Do you have anything to declare?
No.
I
All
really
right.
wanted to reiterate Remington's defeat, but that's okay.
And he like waves you in and lets you
Poor Remy.
join
Poor Remy.
Blitzen.
When Lucas comes in, I'm gonna attempt to grab his hand.
Lucas will kind of sigh and take his hand. You do realize this is just for show, right?
You gotta make it convincing.
That's what you always say.
And, like the guard
easy.
kind of like gives the two of you like an odd look before turning and saying next.
You and me,
I-
bro.
I can go next. Yeah, so I'll walks up.
What's your name?
Rourke
Is that your full name?
Brickwright.
I know you from somewhere.
Maybe been around.
From
I
here?
can
Like low budget action flicks.
hey, the '90s were my golden age.
State your business in the city.
I'm with the boy.
What boy? And he like looks around behind you.
No, the loud one that already came in.
Like you were muscle two or something.
I'm a power bottom.
You see him kind of like
Sorry, carry on.
look for on his form for a box to check and isn't finding one.
Usually other.
And he like checks the box for other and like nods his head and like writes in power, but like you can tell even from like your vantage point that he spells power with an A.
Power.
Anything to declare?
Nope.
It's like, are the roads that dangerous that someone has to have like 3 people helping?
Yeah. It's less us helping him and more him helping us.
You know it.
And it like takes him a few minutes or a few seconds for that to really connect. And he kind of like goes, oh, okay, and then like waves you on.
You
As soon
just-
as Rook shows up, Blitzen puts a hand around his waist. The other hand that's not holding Lucas's hand.
All right,
Okay.
next,
I step up.
state your name.
Cork, Brickwright.
Cork. How do you spell that?
Like rogue, but with a K.
Like croak?
No. Cork. Like, and he like see, let me. And like writes it on the form for him, and it's just Rourke without the R, and it's got a K instead. Cork.
Your business in the city.
I'm the power top.
And you just see him like just hand you the form. And
Love this job, baby.
Yeah. I don't worry about it. I get this all the time. And he like goes down to other and writes it in his neater handwriting.
Anything to declare?
I'm also here to see his mother, but not for the same reasons.
He kind of scratches his head as he takes the board and paper back from you, but waves you on.
You're doing a great job. And he like pats him on the shoulder.
People don't really. People don't ever say that. Thanks, man. I mean, they always like act like just because I'm guarding the gate that I'm like like you can kind of see like he's just like oh, this is someone who's actually like shown an interest in me, and now I'm gonna like thanks, man. That's just no one ever says thank you anymore. I'm just trying to keep the city safe.
Exactly. It's an important job. The
Yeah.
comings and goings. I'm sorry to hear that they overlook your contribution to the city.
And you don't have anything to declare, right? Wait,
Apart
no,
from
I
s-
already asked that. I'm
You did.
sorry. I'm
did.
sorry. It's just, well,
He like pats him.
you have a good day, man.
Thank you. And to you, genuinely. And then I will break from this guy and go into the antechamber thing.
I've only got one body part left, baby.
I have seen this exchange from the holding pen.
Roll me a perception. Seeing, yes. Heard what was being said, maybe not.
Uh, 17.
You caught like glimpses of it or heard glimpses of it, like every couple of words or whatever, but like you got like the like whenever like the guard brightened up and was like, hey, thanks, man, you got some of that.
Someone Tim was yelling crap.
Yes, you definitely heard everything that Blitzen was yelling over the crowd about his practices with his many partners.
Got a lot of friends in a lot of low places.
Is Malachi a elf or half elf?
Right now, he appears to be human.
Human. Okay.
I am technically a moon elf, but yes, I'm under the disguise of looking like Rourke, but younger
Yeah.
and better looking.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Lost track.
Right, and
Can I send cast a message at Malachi?
of course you can. And while that is happening, if everyone could please roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, that was not correct, William.
Ugh.
11.
22.
8.
6.
17.
All right. So you send your message to the younger version of the
Yes.
Rourke. What are you saying to him?
Shit. I don't know.
Fucking damn automated calls. Get out of my head.
We're getting robocalls and
Yeah.
as a message. That's not cool at all. Right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract you from what you were going to say. But Malachi, you're the only one that really notices this. Probably fitting as everyone else is kind of like turned and watching you like come through the gate, and Blitzen is, making a scene. So you're like the only one that kind of sees that there's been someone, one of the carts that are getting searched in the holding pen. Like the guards don't see this, but like the owners of the cart are like getting like real nervous and antsy as the guards start to approach like the back end of their wagon.
I'll just say, like, move up very, very close to Glitzen, who's holding on to everybody else, and just be like, I think something's about to kick off. And then, Azion, you can message me.
The Royal House of Fionavar will owe you 50 gold if you can get this prince out of the holding cell. I don't know.
Sure.
Did you just message him in the third person?
Yes.
Totally did.
I'm guessing you're the only one who looks like a prince, and it was very obvious.
Yes.
Yes. Azion and Jeeves definitely stick out. That's why you noticed them whenever they were ahead of you or pushing past you in the queue. And they're like currently, I imagine that they are like on like the very edge of like the holding area, like close to where they got put in. And like, there's Jeeves, I'm assuming, is probably being like, excuse me, sir, to like the guard that's like holding like the pen or like guarding like the entrance to the pen, like, trying to like not to not to like put RP in your mouth, Andrew, but I just kind of assume that you're trying to help facilitate your people to get your people out of there.
Been quietly fuming while resisting magicking our asses out of here.
So Malachi's like very much used to magic, and I imagine this isn't the first time he's been messaged. So he just kind of like looks on to you and sort of gives you like a nod, and while maintaining eye contact, he just whispers again into Glitzen's ear. I imagine everyone can hear it just in our little group because Glitzen holds people close. And he just, and that prince has 50 gold if you can get him out of here.
Blitzen walks over to the guard, still holding on to Lucas's hand and still with Rourke around the waist, and he says, "Who's the princess in there? The one in the armor, the big guy, pretty." Blitzen points to Azion, using the hand that's holding Lucas's, so he like also points with Lucas's hand.
I love it. I love it so much. And he kind of like the guard gives you kind of like this dumbfounded like paw, and then like turns around, and I assume like Azion and Jeeves are like really close by, and he like turns back and looks at you and like, I don't fucking know. I don't put them in here. I just keep them.
If you could let him out, then that'd be great. We can just carry on our way.
Well, maybe he got put in there for a reason.
No, he didn't.
I have some ways that I can repay you if you do this little favor for me.
What?
He like walks his fingers up his chest. Anything you want, baby.
And he like kind of like shoves your fingers away from his chest, and he's just all like, I can get that anytime I want.
No, you can't.
Are you doing that with Lucas's fingers as well as you go?
Oh no, that's that one. He's taking the arm from around Rourke, which I imagine is his right. I don't know why.
Yeah,
okay.
On my right, on my left.
Not that powerful bottom.
Based off of the Kraken that I just rolled, this is a very handsome guard. He probably does not have any trouble getting getting his own.
Do you frequent Madame Mauve's for your nightly excursions? Your days off?
I don't have to pay for it. I don't care for what you're insinuating.
This guy's powerful, pretty.
He suddenly turned into Matthew McConaughey based off of the role. He's like, well, all right. People on these pen get older. And I just stayed the same. No, wait, that's not how that quote goes.
Nope.
Either way.
Nope.
Just got really weird.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, there are a few of your people who I know have been to Madame Moss. You know Remy?
Yeah.
I can tell you a little something about Remy if you do me this favor.
Well,
I don't know if you have any bad blood or if you just want to tease him with it.
I mean, everyone heard what you had to say about him earlier. I mean, didn't your mama tell you not to give that stuff away for free?
Blitzen suddenly has like a really, like, his face suddenly goes stern for a second. And then he snaps back into it and he's like, My mom told me a lot of things. Not all that was useful.
Right. Well, then you better think of something else if you want to help your friends. I mean, if you keep it up, you're welcome to join them. And he kind of like holds a hand, like showman is like step this way.
Tell me what I gotta do, big boy.
I mean, you could make a convincing argument. Most of these people here are like, here for a reason. I've got to do my job. You got to make this worth something to me.
Ironic considering they were put in there for bribery.
If I give you coin, are you gonna get mad at me?
I mean, if you give me coin, I ain't going to get mad at you.
What if I give you coin to let these lovely men free?
No,
Well, then
don't trust it.
that would be bribery, sir. Are you trying to bribe a guardsman?
Not at all. Just curious.
I'm keeping an eye on the cart. Is anything happening there?
Yes, because Malachi pointed it out to you all. Yes, the guards are kind of like getting ready to like climb up into, and you can kind of like see like the men that were driving it kind of have like their arms crossed, and they're like doing that agitated like bounce. But they're not like looking at like the guards at all. They're like off looking at another cart.
Okay.
Can I tell which cart they're looking at?
Make me a perception check.
Oh no. First, not one of the game.
Yeah, you're engaged with Matthew McGardahy's baby blues.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
deep blue eyes.
All right.
I think that your buddies behind you might need a hand. The drivers there aren't looking too pleased to them be snooping around. I'm terrible at this. Glitzen's great, but I'm terrible.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Maybe Glitzen isn't actually as good as I thought.
Hey, Malachi, can you make people hear things like illusion and stuff?
17.
Yes.
It might be real convincing if somebody in the crowd shouted, "He's got a knife."
Let's just see where Glitz's thing's going, and then I can
I'll
go
turn
for
to
the
Malachi.
stabbings.
If this doesn't work, I'll just turn to Malachi and go, I got fucking nothing.
Sure.
I tried sex and that's all I got.
And he kind of like turns and like looks towards like the guards and kind of sees the agitated travelers, and he kind of gives a nod to, or like snaps his fingers at like another set of guards who are in the other pen, and kind of sends them over to assist the ones searching, kind of doing the thing where they're, that cop thing where like you got one cop searching your car and the others are just gonna like lean on your cart and stare at you, and it's like, what you doing, boy? At the two travelers.
This guard's too good at his job. Damn.
Get him on the fucking gate instead of Remy. Jesus. Shit.
Oh boy. Okay.
I turned Malachi and said, I got nothing.
But as you see, like, you guys are kind of like half watching, like Matthew is like watching the action unfold with the other guards, and you kind of like see like the two travelers that are with that cart kind of like raise their hands and like step back a bit, and that is when the other cart that they had been making eyes at kind of the two people that there kind of jump down and kick something underneath like one of the wheels, and the brake releases and their cart starts to go towards the inner wall of this towards the city, and it is going to send several of the guards and innocent people kind of scattering out of the way of the cart that is disappearing or that's not disappearing, that's running into the city wall. And the group of people that kind of at the other cart kind of start shouting at each other and like turn and to see like the chaos behind them, and that is when the travelers pull daggers from their from beneath their shirts and slit the guards' throats that were standing in front of them. And when the cart hits the city wall, there is a large explosion that sends everyone kind of falling backwards. And like Matthew McConaughey is kind of like starts screaming up an alarm, and as more people from inside the city now start pouring into the gap in the wall that was caused by this explosion, and there's people like fighting and swords are drawn, and it seems like there's a full-scale riot going on in front of you as agents from that were within like this holding pen suddenly like draw weapons from like hidden caches within like their carts or from bags that hadn't been searched yet, and like they are like full on attacking guardsmen.
I scream next to Rook, "Oh my god, he's got a knife!" Is Matthew distracted from his duties?
Yeah, like there is like a like full scale like the portcullis behind like the actual gates that lead into the city like kind of like slam shut. There's like a couple of people that kind of like rush towards the to get into this inside the city before like the gates close, and then like the outer gates also slam shut, and like you guys are now like trapped in like this little ante area in between like the two walls. And so like right now the only exit is the hole in the wall that the cart has blown up, that people are now like in like full scale like fight mode. And like guardsmen are like attacking all of like these people with weapons that you don't recognize, and the ones that were lining like the outer and inner walls are kind of like rushing towards like this chaos, and there's like several of them that kind of like push past you guys like in a rush to get into the holding area because you guys are standing right there. They kind of push you in with them because it's like one of those pressive bodies just kind of like shoving you forward.
Yeah.
Is this the guards doing that or the
guards? And there's a couple of like innocent people that are like trying to like flee, and but they don't know what direction to go because like the only way out is through the fighting, and but if they run towards where you guys are, they are trapped between like guards, and it's like just like this it's a slaughterhouse alley or chute of like just people like trapped between a rock and a hard place.
So we have no clear way out?
There is a way out, but it is through the hole, and you'd have to like pass through the fighting. Mm-hmm.
Okay, to get into the city, but we can't get out of our little antechamber holding thing, right?
No.
Well, the hole's in the antechamber with us, right?
Yeah, it's like imagine yourself like there, like you guys went through one gate and the portcullis is dropped there. So you can't go back the way you came outside the city, but you also can't get into the city proper without going through this melee.
Is Matthew still here doing his job? Or...
He's kind of rushed forward to help the guards that are the first set of guards that got killed, and like the ones that had been searching like the cart are kind of like jumping down to deal with like the men that attacked. And yeah, that's what's going on. Is there anything that you guys would like to do?
I'm gonna yell after Matthew. Look, Matt, there's a bunch of innocent people here that don't want to get killed and just want to get in the city. Maybe you could protect us. God.
He has like no time for you because he's got like his friends and fellow guardsmen are dying through like, and there's like this full on because it's one of those things like there are hostiles with weapons, and Matthew has gone forward, but there are a few guards that in the back that haven't quite joined any of this, that kind of like were in like a more guarded area that wasn't like the holding pins, that are like trying to get people to get out of the way, but it's hard because there's like the holding pin area that people can't get through, and like everyone's just kind of like pressing up against as far away as they can get, but there's still all of this chaos. And
in this chaos, can I mage hand some keys and get this gate open from Matthew's belt or otherwise?
This type of gate that went down is like the full-on portcullis, so you would actually have to like
go...
the
holding cell, sorry.
Oh yeah, the holding cell is not locked. It was basically they were like standing there, so that's why you guys are getting pushed into it, because it was just people guarding. So basically guardsmen are trying to rush past you, and in rushing past you they're kind of also pushing you forward.
Can I try and strategically fall on Azion? So that we're chest to chest and my face is as close to his as possible?
You can do whatever you like.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Wait, what is he doing?
I'm going to strategically try and like get bashed and battered down to Azion and sort of do like we fall chest to chest and now we're being pressed together by these people, and like, I guess this is your rescue. And the heat coming off of me is crazy because I'm a tiefling, and also a tiefling.
Right, and
how many hostiles we talking about?
Something in the confusion with the cats. How did we get so close?
He is using the cover of the chaos to basically get pushed closer to you so that he can speak to you.
Okay.
Speak is a light way of putting it.
Yeah.
Jeeves, this commoner is touching me.
Princess, I'm anything but common.
No harm. You don't mean him harm, right?
I mean, unless he's into that.
He's still touching me.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, I've learned something about you today, Princess.
So fired.
I like him.
How many hostiles we talking about?
There are about 20 guards and about I suppose I should have thought of that. There are about, that you can see right now within the pen, there were about 8 that drew weapons and are now like, trying to kill like the guards that are in there. But there is about a group of another dozen or so that are like pushing in from like the gap that the explosion caused. And they all have like, masks up to cover their faces. And these are like big, like thick, miner looking men. That's MINER.
Oh.
Big,
thick miners. Yeah.
Yeah, big, thick stonecutter boys that are swinging around like these hammers and axes and weapons at like these guards. And there's a few that like rush towards the other wagon that was being that everyone was getting all shifty about, and like they're trying to get this wagon into the city, it seems. And like over the din, Malachi, you hear a familiar voice call out to you, and you hear like this real thick accent of Silver Lake call out to you, and is just so like, Mal, yes. Oh wait, no, he doesn't recognize you because you're wearing a fucking mask. God damn, you hear nothing.
I mean, I'm wearing the face of a guy who's also part of the boat.
Oh,
Silent Mask.
Yeah. Good point.
So maybe they have met Rourke.
Yeah. But over. Okay, instead of calling out to you, you're just going to hear over the den the familiar voice of Merrick Silver Lake shouting orders to some of the masked men and the rebels, shouting instructions at the rebels, shouting about getting the cart inside because that's what they came for.
Oh damn! Okay,
How
so
big is
they're
the
like
hole in the
full
wall?
on rebelling right now.
Yes, it seems that the civil unrest has reached a breaking point.
Yeah. Sorry, just real quick. How many guards and how many rebels?
20. There were 8 undercover rebels, and another, what did I say, a dozen that are coming in. So there are 20, pretty much.
Okay, so we're the tiebreaker.
Yes.
How big is the hole in the wall?
It is cart sized, as a cart full of explosives ran into it.
Okay.
Just real quick, John. Silver Lake was is a Silent Mask contact. Do you think Rourke might know him from his roguing days or not?
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure.
Cool. I'm going to go with yes, and I'm going to lean to you and go, I think that's Silver Lake. Not the subtlest of approaches I've ever seen the guild take, but it's a way in.
Rourke just kind of shrugs and pulls up his cloak to act as a mask.
I'm going to push Blitzen off me and cast darkness on the hole in the wall.
Ooh.
Interesting. And so that's a 20-foot radius spell. So you're going to get part of this melee in there with it. And so, like, just
All the better.
yeah. So, like, there's people fighting, and like, Sil is shouting orders, and then like suddenly, like, that edge of like the holding pins go completely dark, and the normally quiet guardsmen like all start shouting as they suddenly can't see, and there's lots more of like the screaming of like the fighting going on, because like now people are just like stabbing randomly. And Malachi, you hear Sil is still trying to like maintain order, and he starts like screaming things about like, hurry up, we got to get that cart before the fucking blackguard shows up. And like you like kind of like see like a few few of like the rebels kind of like stumble out, and out of the darkness, and they're kind of like trying to reorient themselves to where like the hole in the gate should have been, and like they're like rushing to help like the men with the cart, and trying to deal with like the guards there.
I'd also like to use the sorcery points option to cast it with my eyes of the dark, so I can see through it.
Alrighty then.
Cool.
You said there were guards on. How many guards are on the cart?
So at this point, they managed to kill like 2 that were that were searching it, but there was the other two, and let me see how they did. Oof. Yeah, the other guards were quickly cut down, and so like the nervous looking men are like trying to like get their cart like turned towards like the hole and are trying to like get it moving, and you see like a bunch of like the other like masked men come in trying to like get it going, and like they don't have their horse anymore, and so they're
Well,
just kind of
I
trying
will go up and try and throw a shoulder against the cart and try and shove.
awesome.
So I know that Rook doesn't like being associated with the guild anymore. So as a courtesy to him, I'm just gonna because you can interact with objects while invisible. So I'm just like I was about to ask someone to help, but he went and did it anyway, which touched my heart. So I'm going to touch him on the shoulder and turn him invisible.
Okay.
So he gets to keep his
Yeah.
anonymity.
And Malachi and Fork. Malachi's been in the Silent Mask just as long as you have, because Moon Elf, and so he was probably around before you were around, and so like you recognize that kind of shivery feeling as Malachi lays a hand on your shoulder, and like you like as you're pumping your fists and your run, you can kind of see through them, and so like you make it there, and like suddenly like the cart kind of like lurches forward, and like you hear like the whoa. It's like people kind of are surprised, but are grateful that they're finally making headway.
Pump those guns. And then I'm going to attempt to try and follow the cart through the darkness and avoid being clobbered.
Right. So what are the rest of you doing? Like you see Rourke go invisible. Some of you with the higher perception or with the previous relationship with those two might recognize like the kind of Rourke shape that is suddenly like pushing through the crowd. So yeah, what are Glitzen and Lucas and Azion and Eves now doing?
What's Luca or what's Glitzen doing?
Glitzen's looking at Lucas for something to do because he's conflicted.
He recently just got shoved away by Azion, and then like the noble kind of turned towards the turn towards the hole in the gate, and you saw him kind of like lift a hand and begin casting a spell, and that's whenever the gate went dark.
It was more a case of whose side are we on?
Yeah.
I guess Lucas will kind of like
whose side are we on?
he'll walk up and grab Glitzen by the elbow and be like, "Looks like this perfect time for us to get into the city."
The gate's
like
shut, isn't it?
No, but there's a big hole.
There's a big hole in the wall.
I thought the hole was out. Okay.
No.
No. It's basically because theater of the mind is hard.
It's okay. I think in my brain I had the wrong thing in my brain.
No,
okay.
Yeah, no, because basically the well, roll me an intelligence check, Blitzen.
Okay. I'm actually quite good at intelligence. He says, and then he rolls a 1. Oh no, I rolled a 19. Get in.
Nice. Okay,
21.
so Blitzen, you maybe have seen something similar in like a play or something, but what totally happened here is that these rebels were trying to smuggle something into the city, and basically the cart that they really wanted to get into the city was about to get found out, and the decoy cart decided to go for plan B, which was blow a hole through like a weak part of like this little holding area into the city itself, where some of the rebel friends were waiting to launch an attack and get this cart through. So whatever is on this cart is obviously desperately important for the people here.
Lead the way.
I think just try to get the after you.
You're the muscle, aren't you?
But I
Yeah,
think
but
that was after you, as in you finished what you were saying.
yeah. So start making my way through the darkness.
Blitzen follows.
All right,
Making
all
sure to
right.
get a good look at Mickey's ass.
I mean, it is a nice ass.
I
Yeah.
shout over my shoulder, "You coming, princess?" To Azion.
Azion and Jeeves, what are you doing?
I'm following Azion.
Easy
Time to leave already.
Zane, what are you doing?
I was muted.
Yes, you
Sorry.
were.
I was saying something. We are going through the darkness as well. I say, "Come along, Jeeves. You have to carry my chest."
Yep.
Blitzen thinks of a joke, but decides to leave it until later on.
All right, so you guys are making your way through the darkness. You guys are just running full tilt. Are you trying to blend in with, like, how are you doing this?
Just trying to get through.
Just trying to get through. Okay, so as you're like
Yeah.
going through, I'm going to you bump into a few people because obs.
Of course.
They don't know exactly who you are. Let's see. So we're just going to go down the line. I'm going to say that they all have disadvantage because they can't see you. But there are going to be there's like 2 times that you kind of feel like a whoosh go by. That on will go with Lucas first. Does a 15 and a 17 hit.
17 does.
17 hits? Okay. So you're going to take 4 points of slashing damage. Not a whole lot there, but you did avoid a natural 20 because of the disadvantage.
I'm moving through the.
Right. And Glitzen does a. Well, that one's not going to hit you because that's a natural 1, but does a 15 hit.
Nope.
Okay, so you managed to slip through just fine. Like you kind of like feel like the whiffing of like the swords, or like you hear like the grunting of like the fray in front of you, and you manage to like kind of easily
I hear
dodge
the grunting,
avoid.
and then my body's so
Yes.
sweaty that
Yeah.
it just slips through.
I mean, we didn't need that, but sure.
You're dead.
And for Malachi, that is going to miss because that is a natural 4, but does a 14 hit? Probably
No,
not.
it does not.
All right.
Can I
Rourke.
make an adjustment on mine and Jeeves' approach?
At this point, you made it dark, and then you went through, and I asked what you guys were doing as you went through. So, what are you wanting?
Could I instead grab Jeeves and Dimension Doris onto the other side of the darkness? Because I could see through it.
Yes, I'll say you can do that.
All right.
So yeah, you grab Jeeves, and there's like the tutung of the Super Mario Brothers teleportation door, like opening in a dark, shadowy smoke. And for Rourke, you're with the cart, so a 15 is probably going to miss you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that will definitely miss you because that's an even lower. And so I need a strength check from you, Rourke, as you're helping
Is
these.
it strength or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay. That's going to be an 11.
All right. So
I rolled a 3.
yeah, it's going to take you a few rounds to get through with these guys, but the rest of you make your way through, Azion and Jeeves, like, you have no problem, and you're on the other side, but you see, like, there's like in the city itself, you kind of can see people are fleeing the large explosion, as people are wont to do in these types of situations. But you also like can see like in the distance there are a few more of like the shiny plate guards kind of doing the hop, 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 hop to the entryway. And roll me a perception check, you two.
Who's you two?
Azion and Jeeves. Actually, everyone that's on the other side. So everyone but Rourke. Roll me a perception.
3. I'm not paying attention to the armor
7.
fighting.
Okay, you guys are still have like the cloudy smoke from Azion's magic is still like up and around your face.
I got a
Dirty 20.
24.
34,
24.
24, and a 20.
Yep, dirty 20.
Blitzen.
I broke even. I got a 10.
Okay, so
25,
Luca,
actually. Sorry, I'm afraid.
oh, you're afraid that it's even better. I'm so sad that it's better. So yeah, Lucas and Malachi, you kind of see like off in the distance with like that group of guardsmen that are headed this way. They're about maybe 200 feet away. They definitely see you guys, and because they are heading towards the commotion. And but you see like in the center of these men, he's almost like as a man in black metal armor that is nearly half the size of, or twice more than half another man tall than like the rest of them. Like, so like what?
150%
Yeah, like basically you got
Half
average
again.
height, you got half again. This guy is that tall.
Yeah.
He's like a good, like, he's the mountain, like 7.5.
Man and a half.
He's a man and a half.
Bjorn Dornton or whatever his name is.
Yes. And he is kind of like leading these men, and across like his back, even from this distance, you can kind of see he's got a sword that is taller than both of you, like strapped to his back, but he's like marching, like they're doing like that quick like hup, 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 hup. And
So,
it's
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, by the time that they are gonna get here before Rourke has a chance to get through with the gate or get through with the cart.
Also, Rourke is still invisible,
Yes, he is.
so couldn't make a quick getaway, but yes. I kind of very quickly just lean into Glitzen again. How much man can you take?
I haven't seen him yet, so I'm assuming that would click me
Oh,
onto it. I'm like,
I do that, and I like position your face, like just pull you by the chin.
Roll me a history check with advantage, Blitzen.
I have taken this much man before.
I've literally seen this guy. He came into my work the other day.
Mm.
History was that, sorry.
Yes.
21.
All right. So yeah, you recognize by sight alone, though you haven't ever seen him within the what's the name of your fucking
Madam Mauve.
Madame Mauve's. You haven't seen him within Madame Mauve's, but that is the captain of the guard, the Blackguard, Captain Maxim Sergeyevich. And there are many, many dark rumors about this man. He is the Lady Blackmere's right hand and is known for his veracity and cruelty. He's not a perfect man to
I
deal
repeat
with.
all of this information verbatim to Lucas, to everyone who can hear, basically. Never seen him anywhere I come from.
Well, Joy, perhaps we should
Neat.
get out of here as quickly as possible.
That is an excellent idea.
Right. So one more round of Rourke pushing things. That is going to miss, and does a 17 hit?
No.
Okay, so yeah, you're good.
Thanks for the protection.
And so like the next round you're like in the darkness right now, and like the men next to you are just kind of like cursing, and you can like hear like the shouting, and they're kind of like the other people are kind of you can hear more of like the rebels shouting ahead, because they're before they went into the darkness they kind of did like the flying V around the cart, and so like they're kind of protecting the people who are pushing, and there's like more like whenever someone's not actively fighting, they're like pushing this cart, and it's kind of speeding up a bit as they did much better on their athletics checks this time round. So if you would like to add that.
It's 12 this time.
Ooh,
Because I rolled a 4.
you are averagingly helping them along.
Yes.
So the cart does not move any faster with your help. Well, it's moving faster with your help, but
Thanks to a monster bonus.
right. And around this time, the reinforcements are within like shouting distance, and they begin like drawing weapons.
Am I able to have taken cover in any direction that the reinforcements were not coming in? Like dash for the nearest alleyway type thing?
The nearest alleyway.
Kind of not feeling like I should stand out in the open while Giant McGiant Man, his mates, come at us. So I was gonna maybe like dash into cover and then double back at some point.
Yeah, sure, you can do that. Like, you had time. You spot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, don't know about you. See you guys later.
You're
And
all
then-
like, it's like, have you taken this guy before? And like move Glitzen's head, and then like slowly like slip behind him. Like you just like get Glitzen like staring at him, and then you disappear behind his back, and then you're just gone.
Basically, I would like to try and hide.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
I'm using the Makud Yova dice, and they're rolling much better than for Malachi than they ever have for those two characters. I've like rolled a 19, and this is my second 18 out of like 5 rolls. So that's 28.
Nice. I'm gonna call hacks.
I'm using the same dice.
I'm kidding.
I rolled surprisingly well tonight as well.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
not on that one, but that's not the point.
Don't worry, I'm taking care of all the bad roll guys. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 yet.
So yeah. Anyways, is there any other preparations that you guys would like to prepare? There are a couple of like little side alleys, but they're all kind of like blocked off and stuff. Like Malachi is kind of ducked into like a tiny like little alcove rather than like another like passageway or anything like that. Just because.
So what you're telling me is if me and Lukey were to try and get into one, we'd be incredibly close to each other.
I mean, at this point, yes, but also you've been standing out directly in the open for a round or two now. So even if like Malachi managed to, disappear behind you with his 28, but I'm not sure you guys would be able to hide as much as these guardsmen are now like shouting at you guys. See, it's not like you can just be all like and get out of the way.
Clinton's fresh out of ideas.
Yeah.
He has an idea, but
at this point,
I also don't think it'll work.
Yeah, at this point, out of the darkness, comes like like the first couple of rebels, and the you hear Merrick shout, and is like, "All right, it's like time to get our blades even bloodier, boys." And like they're kind of pulling their swords, and they're getting ready to like fight their way through like these guards to get their contraband through. And so it's this Maxim and 5 other guardsmen getting ready to square off with the remaining rebels.
Do you fancy a fight?
Not particularly, but if I gotta. And he draws his rapier.
So let's just roll some initiative.
Woo!
Oh yeah, boys.
Also, Jeeves and the princely guy
Yep.
teleported right into all of this. So.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
You want initiative from everyone?
Yes, please.
I got to 16.
You could tell me I'm writing.
12.
I got 24.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled high, and my initiative is super buff because I also get to add my charisma to it because I'm a swashbuckler.
Oh, yeah. 12.
16.
6. Just
Oh, come on.
Got a 14.
All right. Lucky for you, the guards are on a 10, but Maxim is on a 6, so he's going to be going last.
And what are the rebels on? Do we know?
Oh, yeah. I should probably roll dice for them too, huh? Ooh. Sil, got a natural 20. And the rebels are on a 19.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So yeah, they did some good old boys. Blitzen, you're up first.
Let me just see all the stuff I can do. It's primarily stabby. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm assuming I've got no friends within 5 feet just now, or do I?
No, not engaged with these guys.
And I'm assuming, because my sneak attack's slightly different, because I have rakish audacity.
Because you're a swashbuckler, you could get sneak attack if you fight that guy one-on-one. As long as you are one-on-one with him, you still get
Fighting that
sneak
guy
attack.
one-on-one.
Well,
I'm gonna
any
fight that
guard
guy.
one-on-one.
Maybe
Well,
later.
maybe later.
Maybe later. I'm gonna stab the nearest not black guard
Oh,
with just a regular stab.
with just a regular stab. All right.
Regular stab, regular stab.
Do I don't have a second attack, do I? God damn it. Here we go. That is a 20 to hit. Dirty.
That hits.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn! Kill him in one blow.
Go.
Give me a
Good.
physical description of this guard. Give him like one facial feature.
One facial feature.
Yeah, or a
Um,
distinguishing
He
characteristic.
has a single nose.
He has he has a really curly mustache like Jim Carrey in the Sonic movie.
Yes, sir.
That is a big old 10.
10 damage.
Yep.
All right. Is that your whole go?
I believe so. Let me double check. Features and traits. No, that's not what I'm looking for. It's actions. I will use my bonus action to disengage. I don't know if that helped me at all, but I can do it, so I'm going to do it.
Are you going to step back away from them then?
That seems fair.
All right.
I just jump. Ah!
And he's like, oh, what the fuck? Ah! As you like stab him in the side.
His
And
fighting style isn't particularly effective, but it is pretty.
right. And Syl is going to rush up leading the rebels. And there are so there's 5v5. So Sal's gonna rush up and he is going to stab at Maxim. And he is going to hit as Sal pulls out this long sword and gives a ghetto swing. And he's going to damage to the Coptic god. And you see like Maxim kind of like grunts, and like you see like this vein start throbbing in his forehead as Sal like lays into him, and he's just kind of like doing like that heavy, the frothy breathing as Sal kind of does like a similar little move as Glitzen and kind of like dances back out of the guard captain's reach. And then the rebels are gonna do a follow through with their stabby stabs. Rebel. And all but one of them is going to hit a guard. They just kind of each take one. And that is gonna be but one of them is like this thin young man, is like maybe like even like over the mask you can see that he's like maybe 15 at best. You can kind of see like pimples kind of coming up over like his over his mask, and he's kind of like holding like the sword and shaking, and whenever he like stabs at the guard, whenever it like hits the armor, he kind of goes ah. And they're not going to do much damage, fortunately, because that was a 2 and a 1 and another 2. Jeez, poor guys. And it is now Malachi. It is your go.
Okay. So
They've
the guard captain's got hit twice.
He's got hit once.
Once. Okay.
The rebels went like each like picked a guard, and except for like the shaky little teenager who like went after a guard but missed, is barely managed to hang on to his sword.
But he's okay. I think Malachi's going to kind of like sigh at this young kid struggling against some guard, because no one else is in mortal peril right this moment. So he's going to position himself to hopefully get a Schnook attack on the guard against this rookie.
All right, give me a characteristic of this guy.
Of the guard?
Yes. With
He has
curly
a target
mustache.
on his back. I'm going to stab him.
He's got a big bulbous nose that has rings of white and red, like ringworm and some other horrible fungal infection.
Oh, this is going to be a small mercy.
You got to put armor on this morning.
Yes. He's really forgetful. So just because I think it's funny, Malachi is gonna like in his little dark crevasse, he's gonna draw one of the rapiers, and just as he draws it, he's just gonna whisper, "Time to give them a show." And I'm going to backstab the guy. That is me casting Booming Blade.
Nice.
So I will do hopefully a hit. 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Sweet. So D8 for the sword, and then D8 for the booming, and then
Schnurk.
And then 4d6 Schnurk. And then if he moves, he takes another 2d8. Okay. Uh, 30 damage.
Dang. How about you describe how you bloodied this guy in a single blow?
I take off his nose.
And there-
Oh, and the booming blade, because it doesn't do like 300 feet thunderous. I just want it to make like soft applause noises, like every time he stabs with the booming blade.
yeah, there's an odd clapping noise. And has your sword always clapped for you?
No, it's his magic. Just because he thinks it's funny. That
Do you do that often? Is what I'm trying to say. Is this a trademark
enough that,
Malachi?
that
Enough that
yes.
Syl might recognize.
Oh yeah, totally. Syl would totally recognize it. Rourke definitely would as well. Like who else, when he stabs someone, has the sword like applaud him? Like
Right, and so you hear Syl behind you call out like, Malachi, is that you son of a bitch? And then is that your go? Anything else?
I just because I look like Rourke,
Mhm.
but better looking. I'm just like incognito. Come on.
Right. Sorry, it's been a while. Sorry, Mal. I mean, shit.
Nobody else is a singing blade, Moonbeam.
Have you ever? I'm not going to shout this out, but later on I'll be chastising it. Have you heard about the silent part of the silent mask? What the fuck was this?
Right.
So
Fucking push lead. Sorry.
you said this guy was bloodied. Does he look really, really rough? Or
Yes. As in, like, you did half of his hit point.
okay, I am going to just turn to the kid and go, "All yours, kid," and then disengage and move away.
Awesome. Jeeves, your go. You're back a little bit from this, I'm assuming.
Maybe. I was wondering how many people I can get around within like 5 feet of me if I wanted to. Want to get into like the mosh.
And within 5 feet of you,
Yeah, how many people?
like these guys are kind of like spread out a bit to like block off the alleyway. So you can maybe get one within 5 feet, unfortunately, unless you want to get a rebel in there with you, in there with that as well. But guard would just be one, or you can get a guard and a rebel.
How much are we? Is our party as spread out as them?
Right now, the only two that have they engaged, but then they backed away because rogues, man. So they're not quite as in it as the rebels are. And it's only like these, like the normal looking ones. The one that has been shouting orders and stuff also did that fancy little dance because rogues, man. And so right now it's just like the 5 guards, the guard captain arrayed in front of 4 of the rebels because Syl backed off, or the leader.
I'd like to get in front of everybody then, which should be easy because no one's really in front right now. Take out my shield, ready in action, and yell, "Everybody get behind me!" and wait for people to try to get past me.
All right. Jeeves, that's your go. Lucas, what are you gonna do? That butler dude that in the heavy armor just pulled out a sword and yelled at everyone to get behind him.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna walk up and take 2 swings at some guards.
Some guards? Are you at Curly Mustache, the noseless fungi man, one of a new one, or the guard captain? Who are you swinging at?
Let's go with. Which one looks the most hurt?
That would be the guy that had the weird fungal infection on his nose. That doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not letting my blade touch that.
Well, I mean, it's gone
I've already,
now.
yeah, we've already cut his nose off.
And it's been cauterized by magic, it seems. So it's just like this gaping, like, hole in like the
Can I
center
get
of
a
his
fresh
face.
one? Can I get a fresh one?
Yeah, you can get a fresh one if you give me a physical description of.
He's got fucking greasy hair and a lazy eye.
All right, so
You want your
you're.
sword all over that, do you?
I really,
Yeah.
I really,
So
I
does
really
he
want
look
to
like-
like a really skinny dude, and then we'd just be fighting the Mario Brothers.
Heavy set thin guy.
Sergio.
Sergio.
All right, you're going up against a greasy haired dude.
That is with 2 swings. That's going to be a 28 and a 25.
Hit.
That is 1 hit is 14 damage, and the other is 11.
Damn, girl. All right, anything else?
That's good. I'm fighting Sergio.
All right, so you kind of lay into Sergio, and he's like, because ow, that hurt. Azion.
That's fucking dramatic storytelling right there. See,
Yeah, thanks, man.
My wounds.
Oh, I have been stabbed. Sergio screams.
Mamma mia! Sorry.
He's me, and I'm bleeding all over my nice pantaloons. Azion, it's your go.
Where's the cart ended up? Is it in the darkness yet?
It is in the darkness currently. Whenever you turn around and look, you think that they have maybe another round if they get good athletics checks before they're out into this mess. And you're not entirely sure, like, these were reinforcements, but you guys don't know if there are any more that might be incoming.
And around the cart are more rebels than guard.
More rebels than guards, because the guards are kind of like whenever they started fighting in the darkness, you can kind of see that they're being more cautious about swinging wildly, and so they're kind of like backing up and kind of like they're trying to find people, but they're not just like swinging swords blindly, because they don't want to hurt each other.
Okay. And is the guard that put us in the pen in that?
Roll me a d100.
You want to kill Matthew?
No, Remy would have been the one.
A 92.
92. No, he's not in there.
Remy's kind of hard to put down.
All right. Remy lives for feed another day, I guess. I'm going to fireball the cart at level, what was it, 3?
You're gonna fireball the cart with all the rebels on it?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm not aligned with the rebels.
Right. Okay.
I feel like I am kind of acting against what we're supposed to be here for.
Everybody else is kind of fighting the guards.
Save your ass.
Yeah,
Kind
the
of
person that got you out of the mess in the pen, even
Was
if
the
it
rebels.
was like what is clearly helping the rebels, because Blitzen went up and attacked these guards. But I mean, you do what you want, man. There's not that you know that he's a party member, but there is a party member by that cart. He's also invisible, so I guess you can't really see that. You just see rebels pushing the cart.
So I hope this one doesn't go up like the last one did.
Yeah. You're
Is he
breaking it. You're breaking up real bad. Zane, I can't hear you.
Google Hangouts doesn't want you to do it.
Yeah.
showing us if we understand what's about to happen.
Oh boy. This
Try
is a
typing
bad
in, Dan.
robot.
You're hard to hear.
Reset is needed.
Oh, okay.
You have become a robot.
I always was.
We're all robots. Maybe we are.
I know I'm a robot.
I'm not. I regularly cut myself open to check.
Jesus.
Have you crept inside me yet?
Oh God.
Blitzen, check inside you regularly.
Eh.
Stranger danger.
With your consent.
Bless you.
I think it's about time for the test, Blitzen. Just tell me, man.
Those damn Warforged, they snuck inside me.
Blitzen's gotten really lucky in hitting dudes who are also into dudes. Could be a time where he flirts with somebody and they're just like, sorry, I'm not into that. And I'm like, ah, damn, that's my entire marketing campaign.
I mean, there was Matthew. He didn't want to have none of that.
I think you could have flipped him.
If he wasn't as pretty and I was more clever.
I think you could have flipped him.
To be fair, he didn't say, I'm not into you. He just said, I can get that anytime. Which, I mean,
That's very true. But you could be
It's
like,
true.
maybe
Didn't
you
have
like
to
something
pay.
a little bit more exotic.
what's more exotic than a tiefling?
True, man.
That's the point. He's probably just getting like wenches.
Come on, man.
Wenches
Damn
be
wenches.
tripping.
I got 99 problems, but a wench ain't one.
Have you guys seen the Game of Thrones meme?
I've got 100 problems.
Big Game of Thrones.
Yes, I love that one.
Oh, I've got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I've got 100 problems.
I almost made a Game of Thrones reference earlier when you were telling me about this, me knowing about the whole cart gag. I couldn't think of anything funny, so I just kept my mouth shut.
I know nothing. So
Rip Game of Thrones.
I'm sad that it's over.
I'm sad that it ended so badly. I wouldn't be so sad that it was over.
I still haven't seen
mean,
an episode.
I don't think it ended poorly. I think it ended
Oh,
about as well as it could.
Yeah,
oh.
I think there were pacing and
Yeah.
presentation issues, but I think with the plot, it ended as well as it could. I mean, you're not gonna.
They definitely needed at least another 2 to 3 more episodes, if not another full season.
HBO gave them. Like, HBO said you
That's
could
the
go to
problem.
season
It's-
10, and those.
it's not HBO's fault. It's-
all
No,
I
exactly. Those
say-
shitheads rushed it.
All I can say is that I've been trying to tell y'all that D&D were shit writers. For
I mean,
a long
the show wasn't so bad for the first 6 or so seasons.
That's because they were using George R. R. Martin's work.
No, I know.
except for all of the stuff that they went off book. That was real shit.
You can't put 100% of whatever's in the book in a
No,
TV
no,
show.
no,
It
no,
don't work
yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Like I understand why, like, Lady Stoneheart wasn't a thing, but some of the things that they changed were just for the sake. It's like, they didn't need to do
think
some of that.
I actually saw a really good video that kind of explained like how their writing style was different than Martin's writing style,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
so
buddy.
much that they like to plot things out,
Sure.
and he
Mhm.
kind of flies by the seat of his pants, kind of thing.
Yeah. I think I saw that video too. Or I saw
So-
it,
I think
yeah.
there have been many videos on that subject, but yes.
And so
Two
they added. He added
diametrically
things.
opposed.
Yeah, he added a lot of things that weren't necessarily going to go there
Yeah.
or weren't going to go. You know what I mean? and they're more concerned about getting to a certain point, whereas Martin's concerned about making sure that his characters are doing what's right for the characters.
Yeah, like what he's doing, what the the characters are doing, what they would do.
Because it's not like he just walked away from the show after, it's like, oh, you've hit the end of my material, so
bye.
Yeah.
No, but he doesn't have that much control over it. And their writing style certainly took over in the last 2 series, and it was a bit of a leap, especially in this last one. People acting all over the place just to be where they needed to be to wrap the show up super
Am I
quick.
back?
I mean, flying versus like flying by their seat of your pants thing. That's authors versus screenwriters too, because you can't fly by the seat of your pants with a screen.
Yeah,
a screen. It doesn't. It's worked a few times, but the times it's messed up has been a lot more.
Sure, but they could have done a better job of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Dan was about to kill one of your party members.
Yeah.
I'm ready to roll up a new character.
He's rolling so well, though.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, is Dan talking?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He can't hear me, can he?
Oh my god, it's all started again.
It has.
Did we just go with it?
Yeah, just tell me what happens.
Okay.
It's just 28 damage.
I'm sorry, dude.
You're really gonna fireball the cart?
Yes.
Okie dokie. It's going to be a dex save at disadvantage because you can't see it coming.
Okay.
He's also behind cover unless the cart explodes. But...
Oof. They did not go well. They did not do well.
14.
What's your DC there?
But I've got evasion, so half damage.
But you didn't. Do you have to see it coming?
Do I? I don't know. Let me take a look. You might be absolutely right.
I know the barbarian thing is sight. I'm not sure. But others.
It's probably the same exact thing.
I don't remember. No, well, maybe that was the box incident.
Nope. When you were the subject of an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw, you take only half damage. You instead take no damage, or only half damage if you fail. It's 7 probably you can.
DC is 16.
I rolled a 14, so I'm taking 14 damage.
Okay. And roll me a D100.
Okay.
You're also now visible.
Am I?
I
No.
believe so.
No.
No, I'm the one who cast invisibility, and I didn't take any damage. So.
7.
Okay. The cart does not blow up.
That's right. I can roll low all I want. Let's play some Cthulhu, guys.
So, do we see this party act against us?
Yes, because you had the butler scream at everyone to get behind him, and then the guy directly behind him turned around and fireballed into where one of your friends are at.
And
not necessarily one of. Well, yeah, actually, not one of our friends.
Well, I think Malachi's the only one who actually knows I'm there.
You were running off towards the cart, and I tapped you and envisaged you, so I could guess.
Party that we've aligned ourselves in by our actions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless we're just here to sow chaos.
You've certainly heard me and the leader of this rebels bantering back and forth. So
yes,
fantastic.
Yes, the noble that said that he would pay you if you saved him just fireballed the people that are helping you save him.
Okay,
fantastic.
No help was given. No.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Was, but okay, there total was help there.
I mean, you were in a cage, and then you weren't in a cage, and then there was a way into the city.
That they made, but you decided to door it instead, which you could have done beforehand.
No help of yours.
It was a little chaotic.
Okay. But
Who's
anyways,
next?
the guards are next. And they are going to attack. Since y'all disengaged, they're going to attack the rebels in front of them, except for the Sergio is going to attack Lucos.
I'm
But
sure he thinks he is.
I mean, he thinks he is because that is a 14, a 12, a 7, a 13, and oh, look, a 21. 21 hits the rookie.
No, don't you dare!
But it's okay. He rolls just as poorly for damage as the rebels did to him. He only takes
good.
6. He only takes 6 damage.
You noseless bastard!
Rourke, it is your turn. You just got fireballed from an unknown source as you were in the darkness.
Okay.
You hear like the rebels like kind of screaming around you, going like, "What the fuck just happened? I didn't see that." And like, just keep pushing, man. Just keep pushing.
Just keep pushing. Okay.
Athletics checks.
Oh my fucking Christ. 11. When I rolled with disadvantage, the good die didn't break a 10. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. They all rolled super poorly after getting fireballed.
That's what it was, the fireball, not the bad dice, the fireball. Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then it is going to be Maxim's turn, and he is going to use his bonus action to rage. And then he is going to lay into the rebel in front of him. Ugh, and hit with both attacks. And where's my D8? There's a D8. There's my other D8. Ooh, and he's gonna do and and he just kind of takes out that big sword and swings it with both hands, and it kind of like cuts through the air with like this loud like whoom, and hits like the rebel in front of him with like this meaty, disgusting thunk, and kind of like twists it and like jerks it out. And as he's like kind of like and oh, I forgot about that damage. Oh shit. Yeah, just cuts him in half as like the wound kind of starts to blacken as like the sword cuts through him, and like you kind of see like the guy's guts is kind of spilling out, but like the intestines are already kind of like shriveling and like turning like this black necrotic color, and the rebel just like falls to his knees, like trying to like push his guts back in, and dies. And yeah, that is his go. Blitzen, it is now your turn.
Now that I know Sergio has a buddy next to him, I'm gonna attack Sergio. You bastard.
Right, so you're going for Sergio.
Sergio.
So yes, you're wisely avoiding Maxim this time.
I didn't go for Maxim last time. I went for the curly mustache guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went for curly mustache. That's right. I forgot. It was Sal that went.
Why can't I roll this well with Muse? That is a natural 19 plus 7.
Oh yeah, that hits. High max.
And that does my 1d8. That's 4, which is 6, plus 4d6. That's another 10. And another 7. So 17 plus 6.
23 all up.
Yep.
Awesome. He's looking kind of rough.
I really want him to die. Then I was going to kill him and look back at Azion and say, "You're next." But I can't do that now because he's not dead.
Right. And
If you still got your bonus action, if you have another weapon, you could hit him with it.
Slap him with a dagger.
Actually, do I have a dagger? And I just haven't put it on my little thing. I do.
I'm pretty sure everyone
yeah.
starts with a dagger.
Yeah, everyone starts with a dagger, so you could definitely have one.
And are you suggesting I use it to hit Sergio, or are you suggesting I throw it at Azion?
Oh,
I would murder
whatever you
Sergio.
want.
Oh yeah, whatever you want, man. It's all you.
I'm just try and finish off Sergio
All right.
for the bonus.
It's all right.
I don't get proficiency on that, do I? Because it's my second hand.
You get it with the attack roll, but you don't get it on the damage.
Gotcha.
How was your ability model? I don't remember.
It's only a 10, so I don't think it'll hit anyway.
No, that doesn't hit.
Cool.
You get your proficiency to hit, but you just don't get to add it to your damage.
Gotcha.
Or you don't get to add your modifier to your damage. Unless you've got the feat. Or the fighting style.
Yeah,
It is now Sill's turn, and he's gonna scream like "Die, you black bastard" at Sergio or Maxim, but not that way.
Okay, because I thought it was something racist for a
He's
second.
wearing, yeah, he's
Wow, I thought I
wearing
came back at the very wrong moment.
the captain of the guard is wearing a very obvious black set of plate mail armor.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
We can
And
use other
also
adjectives.
Been called the Blackguard. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, it's,
Yeah, okay, no.
yeah.
we
We
hear
might
you,
actually
man.
be supporting our own guys.
Nah,
I think Azion might have been onto something. That's all I'm saying.
but like he's slashing at Maxim, and it's just not hitting because he's fighting from a place of emotion, and because his friend just died, and he's gonna miss both.
Oh god.
And then the rebels are going to attack. The 3 rebels are going to attack their guys. There's going to be one on Curly Mustache, who's going to miss. One on Sergio, who's also going to miss. After seeing their friend get cut down, the only one who hits is the rookie.
Do it, rookie. End him.
He is attacking the mustachioed man, or the guy missing a nose.
Noseless, yeah.
Nose. Oh, and he rolls max damage. So
Yeah, he did.
but that's still only going to be 12 all up. So the noseless guard is still up, but he lays into him real good. Malachi, it is your turn.
So, 6 seconds ago, it looked like things were going reasonably well, but then the giant black guard disemboweled some dude, and the guy we were chummy with just like darkness is only 15-foot sphere, and fireball is like a 40-foot radius, and so definite explosions could be seen out of that darkness, and then everyone missed, so things are looking pretty poor.
No, the rookie hit.
Apart from the rookie, which I'm proud of, but also slightly horrified with how this is going.
New character. Next character. That
Sure. And he threw a fireball at Rourke, which is the person that I'm most attached to in the group. But also, Sil is one-on-oneing the giant blackguard. Fuck. So I think he's going to swear under his breath a bunch, like
Mhm.
"Son of a bitch, got fucked up." What? I am going to. I'm just going to try to see if this works. Can I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the big black guard?
You certainly can. What's the save there?
DC 14 is all I've got.
Okay. What is he saving with? What stat?
Tasha's his wisdom, I think. Yes.
And so, like, this big, huge monster of a man just disembowels this poor rebel, and it's kind of like one-on-oneing with Sal, and he's got like these huge teeth, like the teeth like from like a horse, and some of them are kind of like huge horse-sized teeth because he's such a large man, and he's kind of got like little cracks in some of them from where he's like, you know, kind of gritted his teeth too hard. He definitely should be wearing a retainer whenever he goes to sleep at night because he's definitely a grinder. He just suddenly, like, he's like sitting like with like the vein in his forehead, and he just starts going and like starts like this like hideous sounding snorting laughter. And what happens to him? Fall prone?
He falls prone.
Yeah.
And whenever he takes a hit, he gets to make another wisdom save. If it, so he gets a wisdom save at the end of every turn, but if he's taking damage, it's at advantage. I
Yes,
think
sir.
is the thing.
I think he's incapacitated too.
Yeah, because he's prone, so it's advantage.
Incapacitated, yes.
Yeah.
Unable to stand up for duration.
You can't take action.
Yeah.
So you start to see your hands, Rogue, again because your invisibility has dropped.
Okay.
But you're in the darkness kind of anyway because it's taking you so bloody long to push that card.
You know what? I really, it's the pebbles. They're just, I can't get a good grip.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what.
Someone left the handbrake on. It's really difficult.
Oh man,
So-
Rourke.
You know what? That did happen.
Rourke.
That did happen.
Handbrake's on.
I mean, Rourke, make a wisdom check.
How long
Was
have
I-
I been driving?
Make a perception check, or
Perception
like
check?
it's like a retroactive perception check.
have I shouted, check the fucking handbrake?
I rolled
into the
10
darkness?
because
You
Oh.
I rolled like fucking magic.
Oh, darling, what is your passive?
Passive is 13.
Yeah, they fucking left the handbrake on because they were in such a panic.
Okay.
So yeah, on my turn, I'm going to turn that off.
So hang on, my go isn't over. I'm afraid. Sorry.
yeah. That's
So I like shout at Sil, "Fucking take him down, you bastard!" And he like the guy starts laughing and falls over, and then I look towards the.
It's like this horrible, like donkey sounding laughter now. Where he's just-
The guy who threw a fireball at my friend. What is he using to cast?
That's a good question. What are you using to cast there, Azion?
I have
What
a
is your
crystal
spell
around my neck.
You have a what?
A crystal around my neck. Crystal.
Okay.
focus.
Have you put that back down again, or is it still in your hand? Or
It's in my hand.
okay. Is there any way that I can potentially embarrass you, like pulling out your belt or something, so your clothes fall off? So you'll be distracted. Or can I just try and rob the crystal from him? I don't know what you're wearing. Like if it's robes or if it's something with a belt or like, ties.
Oh, yeah, I have a tunic and pants and a cloak, a protection, a cloak of protection on.
Sure. Okay. Am I able to undo the pants that he's wearing so they fall around his ankles
Um,
as part of my mage hand bonus action?
yeah, either that or you could like take the end of his cloak and wrap it around his face or something and muffle him.
Sure.
Either way, make a sleight of hand with your proficiency first, and I guess Azion will make like a dex save.
Okay. 16 plus 10 for 26.
Okay.
I want to inconvenience the bastard.
So
I
he-
would rob his crystal, but he's holding it, and I won't be able to beat him in a strength thing.
Yeah, you're trying to keep him from casting a spell on your friends again.
Basically.
I got you.
So I don't know if that gives him disadvantage on his next action, like an inverse help action or something, but I'm just like, fuck you.
Interaction.
With this invisible hand, like just messing with his shit.
Instead of dex save,
Yeah.
21.
Okay. His sleight of hand beat yours, I'm afraid. So yeah, it's like we'll say like your cloak suddenly kind of like wraps around you, around your face, and kind of like you're all like Jeeves and so that is Mal's turn. Jeeves,
Yes.
it is now your go.
My go?
Yep.
All right.
Behind you.
Nobody got behind you, save for Azion. Then Azion attacked some of the people back in the gate. He probably got a few guards in that fireball as well.
Collateral damage. That's fine.
I mean,
So no one's gotten behind me. Has anybody stepped up close?
No, because the rebels kind of stepped forward to deal with the guards, and I assumed that you were standing a bit further away from them, so they're within range of you. But Azion is the only one that is next to you because that's where he was whenever you guys dimension doored.
Yeah, I'm not gonna run away from him. I'll stay where I'm at.
Yeah, you gonna do anything else?
Good boy, Jeeves.
Nope. I just basically am a big old wall.
Okay. Lucas.
Let's keep attacking Sergio.
You're gonna attack Sergio?
Yeah, he's gonna die to death.
All right.
Oh, probably not. That is, hold on one second. Another 28 and a 14.
The 28 hits.
That is going to be 10 points of damage.
Alrighty. Anything else? Bonus action?
No.
All right. Azion. It is your go. I'll say it'll probably take you an action to disengage yourself from your cloak.
Do you have to be a rogue?
I said his action, not his bonus action.
Okay, I will certainly do that.
It's like you kind of have like a few like the guards that are in this area are kind of giving like shooting like dirty daggers at everyone. They don't seem to care who is who. There's just some people wearing masks and some people not, as far as they're concerned. But some of the rebels are kind of like the not the ones in the darkness because they didn't see who attacked him, but there's some people on this side that definitely saw you attack their friends back there.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to use my boots, my winged boots, to fly up.
Your action was to use your to get out from your cloak.
Yeah.
Are the boots an action or a bonus action?
No, the boots give me a flying speed.
Don't you have to activate them?
Nope.
Hmm.
Winged boots. While you wear these boots, you have a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use them to fly up to 4 hours all at once or in several shorter flights, each one using the minimum of 1 minute from the duration. If you are flying when the duration expires, you descend at a rate of 30 feet per round until you land. Boots regain 2 hours of flying capacity for every 12 hours they aren't in use.
Sweet. Okay. So you fly up with your movement.
Okay, yes, and from my vantage point, can I discern who might be leading these rebels?
You clearly know that from the guy who's been like shouting orders at them.
Okay.
He's also like the guy that you asked to help you has been bantering back and forth with him.
Yeah, well, that's just unfortunate circumstances.
Sure. And we'll say like some of like the guards kind of like point up and are like, you know, now like shouting orders to like to shoot the flying one before he escapes.
What?
I mean, you're escaping a secure area with a bunch of rebels who have been attacking them.
Ungrateful bastards.
I mean, that's your perspective. Their perspective is that you're escaping and then attacked some of their friends with the fireball as well, because that was a, like, you know, as you said, collateral damage, but they didn't see it that way.
More unfortunate circumstance. Well, all I have left.
Full of them.
I have two choices, and I think all I have left. I'm just going to, from my raised position, I will yell. How I want to do this? By orders of King Fionavar, stop fighting. I don't know.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay, that's still all right. Persuasion, 24.
Yeah, sorry, that was still like a super high DC because you did attack some of their friends. And these are regular guardsmen. They don't know who that king is.
They should.
We established in the session 0 that you're far away. You're not
I'm
from
important, damn it.
To yourself. It is now the guards' turn. Some of them are yelling at the flying man, but they're also all engaged with people in front of them. So they're not going to take out their crossbows and fire just yet. Curly Mustache is going to attack Lucos and miss with a 14, I'm assuming. Misses?
Yes.
Yep. No, wait, Curly Mustache was that 14 was for Blitzen. Or who attacked Curly Mustache?
I attacked him the first round, but then I attacked Sergio the second.
That's right. That's right. He's
Yes,
with the rebel.
the-
The rebel will. The 14 will hit the rebel. Oh, and
Rebels, you need better armor.
Yeah.
what do you think? What's in the cart?
Push faster.
Sergio is going to attack and miss with a 9.
9.
9. One that doesn't have a descriptor yet is going to attack a rebel and hit. Another one is going to attack a rebel and crit. But roll the lowest damage you could roll. Poor fellow.
Great job.
Yep.
Now you know how I feel.
Yep. And the noseless man is gonna strike at the rookie and
Don't you do it.
and miss.
Don't you hurt that rookie. We'll come for you.
That man is a treasure.
And you see, like, he kind of like swings at the rookie, and he kind of like does like this, oh, sir, and like does like this weird like back bend thing, and managed to get out of the way. He's like, oh jeez, and then it is going to be Rourke's turn.
Yay.
You are out of the darkness as the others are pushing, so
Okay.
you can.
Cool. All right. Can I see that guy is the rookie just
Yeah.
freaking the hell out?
Yeah,
Okay.
you like come out of the darkness just in time to see him like do like the mad like Matrix like dodge, but he's just going like, oh geez, sir, like the entire time.
So I just walk up, grab the guard that was attacking him, and just kind of try and do a hip throw, knock him on the ground. So that's gonna be a shove.
This rookie is now Morty. Just
Okay.
oh jeez.
Okay, thank God. I rolled well. All right, it's going to be athletics or acrobatics against my roll to knock this guy prone.
All right. 14.
26.
Yeah.
I rolled good. Now I can make my next 2 attacks with advantage.
So yeah, Rourke kind of comes running up and just kind of like does like a shoulder tackle, I guess.
Yeah.
Just kind of like bounce him off your shoulder, and like the man is missing a nose and has been stabbed several times, and he just goes and he's like on the ground.
Knock him on the ground, and going to be a 17.
Hits.
Okay, that's going to be a sneak attack with a short sword.
Nice.
And that's going to be 9 plus 4, 13 points of damage.
Oh,
Rogues.
The next
you were a
one.
monk, man.
Huh?
I thought you were a monk.
I've got 1 level of rogue.
Oh, geez. Fucking rogues, man.
And the next one's going to be a 19.
That hits.
That's going to be my fist into where his nose hole was. And
Ooh.
do 10 points of damage.
Oh, I describe it.
Okay, just, right in the nose hole. It just pops his head like a cherry.
About time.
I think the emergency brake was on, and honestly, these are new brutes. I really haven't broken them in. There's no traction there.
And you hear like Syl kind of like shouts back about like, did you get the brake? And like you see like one go, oh jeez, and like goes around and like does like the handbrake against the whatever you call it, the cart.
I love that this cart has a handbrake now. Of course it does.
Yeah. I mean, it's yes, and that's what D&D is. Fucking handbrake was on. That's why Rourke had so much trouble.
Yes, and murder.
And then it is going to be Maxim's go, and he is going to like laying on the ground, kind of like his sword like across his chest is just and it's 16.
Yeah, that beats it.
Yeah,
So, but it's at the end of his go.
yeah, and
So he doesn't actually get to stand up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, Maxim is still laid out, but he's kind of like, it's like the like this, the laughing stops, and he's just like the lips purse, like it is no longer funny. Does he lose his rage because he?
As I was wondering.
Was he damaged, or did he make an attack for that entire turn?
No.
He did
No.
not. Hold on. Oh, yep.
No, because he was missed twice by Syl, so he took no damage for an entire turn and did no damage for an entire turn.
So he has lost
Thus,
his.
It goes.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's fantastic.
Oh
Fucking
man,
Tasha's.
I fucking forgot about his. I suck.
Go.
All right.
It was a frenzy rage.
I forgot that he had fanatical focus. He couldn't roll his save the first time round, but oh well. Blitzen, it is your go.
I'm gonna stab Sergio in the face
All right.
with a big ol'. I can't do maths.
You need new math rocks.
I don't need you. I just need a new brain, dude.
That's the largest math rock of them all.
23,
Yeah, that hits.
and it's snicky boys.
The AC's 15 on the regular guys.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 16, so I would have got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
High maths.
that is 10, followed by
Damage.
17, followed by 12. So that's 20 something.
Describe it.
9.9. Stab it in his neck. Pull it out. Turn and look up at Azion and say, when you come down from there, you're next. And then I turn to face Curly Mustache.
Azion's making friends everywhere.
I know.
Well,
Yeah, you attack folk for no reason. Anyway.
Syl is going to stab down into the captain of the guard
Do it, Syl. Fucking good.
with advantage. Is going to get
He's a really good
enough.
schnook.
Yeah, enough. What's the D6 at this level?
4d6 is what I'm operating at as a level.
All right. Do. So he is going to do. Ooh. 12, 13, 19. And then it's doubled, yeah, because he's prone.
No, you get advantage
No.
because it's.
Oh, okay. He doesn't get an auto crit.
No, that's
No, that's if you're paralyzed.
If you want to double the damage arbitrarily, feel free.
I mean, I think I will. So
Yeah, I think so. You know, he's a trained rogue. He knows how to strike a dude when he's down. Auto crit.
And I kick him, sir.
I kick him, sir. So yeah, he does a good honkin' 52 points of damage.
A good honkin'.
A good honkin' as he just kind of like drives his short sword down into the captain of the gizzard, and
That's why
then
they pay you the big bucks.
and then the rebels are similarly going to attack. There's one that is going to attack Curly Mustache, and he is going to hit. Yes.
Woo.
Just seeing like the tides have turned, it seems. And he's going to not hit with his other. The one that was helping Lucas and Glisten attack Sergio is going to turn on Maxim and is going to stab down into him.
Woo.
And miss.
Even with advantage.
With a 1 and a 3, he is missing. Yeah. And then other one is also going to miss his guy. But then the rookie.
Come on, rookie.
He's gonna come and attack.
You're my boy, Blue.
He's gonna come and attack Sergio, and Maxim. Sorry, and he's going to get a dirty 20 and hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, rookie. You ain't a rookie anymore.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Welcome to the big league, son.
Yeah.
Goodson has a prize for you.
No, I don't. He's a minor.
Oh, he's a minor?
Yeah.
Gotta deal with minor.
Oh, yeah. He's.
I mean,
I mean, do we follow those rules here?
I don't deal with minors.
It's like 15, 16.
yeah, he was pimply kid, so he's like 16, 15.
Well, no. It's not. It's the issue. He's like a miner in a cave. They're dirty.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Don't do minors.
I didn't
Covered in that coal dust.
Yep.
give him a
Everywhere.
bath. You won't even know.
What does he do? See?
He stabs into him. Doesn't seem to have like the same capabilities as Syl. And then it is now your turn, Mal.
Yeah. How bad is the big boy in black looking?
The big boy in black has taken a pretty hefty chunk of damage. He's getting real angry, but he doesn't seem to be. He seems to be made of hardier stuff than the other guards.
It's more of a volume thing than a density thing.
So, can I get to the guy who is down, the captain of the guard? And
Oh yeah,
have a
definitely.
good stab. Excellent. So, not hoping to mimic Oberon versus the mountain in any way, I'm going to dance around him and then stab him good for a snark attack, and I will get the D8 and the D8 and the D6s for.
Right. What's that to hit?
Oh, sorry. Yes, 22.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Because I have a +7 and advantage.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
No, it's okay. I meant to say, but I didn't. That was wrong of me. 31 damage this time.
Nice.
And he is enveloped in applause. So whenever he moves, and he has to use movement to stand up, he will take an additional 2d8
When he
damage.
stands up, he will.
You've used movement to stand up, so
Yeah,
I feel that is
sure.
movement.
Yeah, you sure do. Go ahead and roll that out. Well, so I don't forget.
Okay.
Because he's definitely going to stand up.
No, he's
Sure. Oh, damn! Double 8, son!
Nice.
Reach
That's another
Jesus.
16 damage.
Nice.
So I now have the choice of stepping away from him, which I feel is wise, but then maybe also using my bonus action to use Mage Hand and undo the laces on these winged shoes and just take one of them off and see what happens.
Do you have to use your bonus action to cast Booming Blade?
No, it's an action. Boom Blade is a cantrip.
Yeah, but it's part
That
of your attack.
part of your attack action. It is gorgeous for a rogue.
Well, yeah,
I
technically you attack is part of the casting of the spell.
Sure.
Yeah. I got you. Was terrifying. Yeah.
I feel like I should move away, but I also kind of wanted to steal one of his flying shoes and see if he goes like whirling off into the distance or crashing to the ground, because he can only be about 30 feet up.
Yeah, and 30 feet up is what he would be, and on paired boots like that, you have to have both for the enchantment to work, and you've been around long enough to know that. So if you take the boot off, if you manage to take the boot off, then Aezion will fall. So you can definitely do
that. I will roll a dice. And sleight of hand or something else?
Yes, sleight of hand again. Aezion versus... I will let you choose Dex or athletics or athletics or acrobatics to keep your boot on from this unseen force trying to, as you feel something like fiddle with your foot. I hope you're not
Alright.
ticklish.
Okay.
I have 26.
Again.
I have plus 10 to sleight of
Yeah.
hand.
No, it was the exact same as last time.
10.
10. All right, so your boot slips off, and like the enchantment on the winged shoes is disrupted, and you're gonna fall towards the cobblestones. Falling damage is a d6 per 10 feet, right?
Yep.
Okay. Unless you have feather fall. You are
Nope.
going to take 10 points of damage as you fall.
Okay.
Jeeves, it is your turn. Your master just was flying, and then he wasn't flying.
Yeah, he fell.
Yeah, he fell real hard.
Okay. No? All right.
Jeeves,
many,
you are not being useful.
I mean, he's doing the best he can, man. You're picking fights with everyone.
How close is the closest guard to me now?
Closest guard, I will say, is Curly Mustache, who's looking real rough. He's about maybe 15 feet from you.
All right. I'll close the distance and bop him on the face with my mace.
Bop, bop.
That's going to be a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Yeah,
And
describe
then- Oh. I take out a wooden-looking mace, kind of looks like a cane, and I bop him across the nose. Very hard. Cane kind of sinks into his face a little bit. And I take the mace out of his face and wipe it across my pants to get the blood off.
Yeah, it's totally like one of those things where it's like, someone gets like the palm straight into the nose and it like goes back up into the skull and they die instantly.
Totally Nicolas Cage them.
Yeah. Second attack on the guard next. Are you gonna go for the incapacitated barbarian?
Spoilers.
I mean, he raged.
I mean, we just saw him get angry.
No, true.
He's just upset at the rebels.
Who are you attacking?
Jeeves, that was a guard.
Yeah, the other guard.
The
The
guard-
rebels saved us from being captured.
And give me a physical attribute because you guys have killed all the ones that had some.
We
Oh,
were waiting for our escort to the palace.
I mean, that wasn't coming. And you did ask them to get you out of there.
he has a very distinguished bowl cut.
I love it.
Okay.
And just for giggles, somebody give me a physical attribute for the other guard. He had greasy hair, curly mustache, bowl cut, and a fungi nose.
Just a lot of junk in the trunk.
I thought Remy left.
I just
Remy's not got much ass, but he's got a lot on the other side.
Some might argue that Remy's all ass.
So yeah, you're attacking bowl cut.
Yes, bowl cut. That is a nat 1.
Oh,
God
Deflected
damn it,
by the
jeez.
bowl cut. Bing!
Lucas.
That's such a great idea. I can't believe I've never thought of that, of giving all the guards individual descriptors so that they were easy to determine what their health was.
Yeah. Rather than going card number 1, card number 2.
Makes perfect sense.
Lucas, it's your go.
I'm gonna go get the barbarian
Mm-hmm.
with a couple of attacks with my sword.
Alrighty.
Oh. 18 and 18.
18 and 18.
Yeah, I rolled 9s.
You've got advantage.
Oh, I have advantage? Okay,
Yeah.
so the first one's 18.
That will miss.
And the other one is a 24.
That will hit.
16 points of damage.
Kill him.
Okay. Azion, it is your turn. Your bodyguard has kind of left and you are prone because you just fell from the sky.
All right, I will stand up and grab my boot.
Mm-hmm.
Move mobily the 15 feet away from anyone if I can. Do I see who's directing this annoying hand?
The hand is invisible, technically. So you don't
Yeah.
see what is acting upon you.
But
You can make it.
with my knowledge of the arcane,
Make me an Arcana check.
would I be able to pick out the person doing the hand movements? Arcana is 22.
All right. So yeah, you definitely know that an invisible mage hand is acting upon you. If you want to use your action to make an insight check, you can guess which one of the people around you is doing it.
No.
I mean, why check when you could just fireball the entire group?
Yeah. Exactly.
Fucking mages see in your games, like, honestly, what is it with these traitorous bastards?
I was not planning on this being PvP, but you know, you can only ask, "Are you sure?" so many times before you have to let it go.
Mhm.
What you doing, Zane?
I I am casting Hold Person on the rebel leader. And where is it? Jesus. I'm going to heighten it so he has disadvantage.
He was so mean. You got a net one. So yeah, Syl kind of is in mid shout towards the rebels behind you all, the ones with the cart, and he just kind of goes and like kind of seizes up, and he's like making like these odd like clicking noises as he's trying to get out the rest of his sentence.
And I'll yell out, "Rebels, stop your fighting and give up."
Fuck off, man.
Yeah, they're not listening.
Okay.
So it is the guards go. Bull Cut and Junkie Boy are going to. What Bull Cut is going to slash Jeeves and miss because, of course, he was gonna. Even with the 3, he was gonna miss. Junkie Boy had a rebel in front of him, and yeah, does 1 point of damage plus whatever. Work. It's your go.
I want to join in on hitting the guy on the ground.
You're going to join in on hitting the guy on the ground. All right, go for it.
I'm going to hit him as many times as I can. So, it's going to be a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be my sneak attack.
Nice.
5 plus 4. 9 points of damage for that.
Alrighty.
14 misses.
Yes.
Flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
14 misses.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's back, guys. It's back.
I mean, you were going so good for a little bit.
19. How's a 19 do?
19 just hits.
Okay.
I love that there several rogues have stabbed him completely competently. We're just watching this monk just pound the floor around this guy's head.
Softening the dirt so he knows.
You do acting
Exactly.
contest.
I did 6 points of damage. I can use when I do my flurry.
Flubba
This is exactly why I'm having trouble. I can't speak either. When I flurry of blows, I can disengage for free. So I do that, and I just kind of back away.
How much damage did you do?
Oh, 6 with that last one.
All right, thank you. All right, and Maxim stands up and he takes the damage that we pre-rolled.
Yay! 16 damage.
Yay! And
He did, right?
no,
Yeah, I hope so.
no, he's not dead. And who was engaged with him? Was it just a bunch of rebels? Because everyone else.
Me and Sil, I think, and at least one rebel, if not more.
No,
Not the rookie.
Yeah, they forgot to yeah.
No, the rookie stabbed him. Rookie was one of them.
He's so
Yeah.
safe.
I think there was a rookie and a rebel, maybe.
I'm definitely up there.
Rebel,
Lucas.
rookie,
Because
Rebel,
fighters don't
rookie,
engage.
Sil,
We don't run.
Lucas, and me.
Mal. Okay.
Yeah.
Lucas and Mal, pick a number between 1 and 6.
6,
3.
baby!
6. And what do you want?
3.
3? All right. All right. He's going to. Ugh.
Don't you say rookie. Don't you say Sil.
Gonna attack Phil.
Okay, good. It's not the rookie. God bless
I
him.
mean, that makes most sense. Let's be real.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. He's going to use his bonus action to rage.
What?
Again.
It wasn't Frenzy Raged, Frenzy Berserk, and now he's exhausted?
No.
God damn it.
No. That's not it. And let's see. He's
Sil
gonna
is held, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Have advantage. And is it gonna crit because he's held?
Yeah.
Oh, what a bastard.
Yep. Oof. Ooh. Okay.
I gave you your chance.
Oh, you're going to remember that. I'm going to frolic in your entrails.
Did I ever tell you how much I like you, Lucas?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm telling you it again.
You can never tell me that too many times.
Oh. Well, let's see. Does that hit? Oh, yeah, that's going to hit. Fuck. It was really low, but it's still going to hit with a plus 11.
Oof.
And so I'm going to take.
Yeah, all attacks have advantage, and it's a crit if you hit within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah. So it's going to be a d8 plus this d6. So 3, 14, 22, 44 points of damage to Syl.
Ow!
First attack.
Ow!
Your buddy's dead, dude.
And
Yeah, so much for the NPC contact for the rest of the mini campaign.
Guys, the rookie's still alive.
He'll take over.
Sorry, I got to contact him. The silver hand. Don't worry about it. The silent mask. Sorry, I totally
No,
had the wrong name for it in my thing.
not
I'm
in the city though.
No, but I have one.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll just flash some gang signs, and it'll be good.
Sure. We'll do an Andrew and just flash hawk's eyes to whoever we see to avoid
Oh
someone.
shit. Okay.
Was it a super critical?
I've
Yeah,
heard of those.
he's got brutal critical as well. Fuck. Yeah. And then so yeah, he does 72 points of damage
In 2 attacks.
in 2 attacks.
So Syl, the important NPC, is
To be
unconscious
fair, she
but
keeps
still
making
alive.
He has to do death saves.
Plus, he's going to take an additional 10 necrotic damage
He
from
wasn't the second guy that I attacked, was he?
N-
No.
No.
Okay.
Nasil was no big deal.
The other person who's still is the villains.
Yeah.
So this is the part where we become pirates.
Villains and our mage sorcerer friend.
Villains.
Villains.
Yeah, so Sil is looking real rough.
Is he like unconscious on the floor, Ruff?
No.
You go, Sil.
So tougher than I thought.
Yeah, he's your level. He's your level. And because he's an NPC, I gave him bonus hit points, but that fucker just blasted through him.
Plot armor.
Does he get saving throws because he was wailed on?
No, because it's
No?
held person.
Penis.
If it was if it was a charm, yes.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Maxim's go. Blitzen.
You guys have got this, right?
I swear to God.
That's not the answer.
Now, don't tease us, Glitzen. You have to finish the job.
Oh, I'm gonna go attack that guy, and I point to Azion.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
How far away is Azion from me? Essentially, will I need to use my bonus action to dash?
No, he was not that far away because Jeeves was only 20 feet away. So yeah, he's within.
All right, I'm gonna run up and stab him.
All right.
Oh, of course, that's when I start rolling shite.
Welcome.
What'd you roll?
15.
Oh, that hits.
Oh, I get 10. Nobody's near me, so it's not sneak attack.
No.
Oh, I rolled like shit. 5.
Azion, you take 5 damage.
And then I'll use my bonus action to hit him with my dagger that I've also got in my hand.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
No fucking joke.
Get him.
Oh, it's a D4, it's not a D8.
It is a D4 Then you roll your D, or it's 4 plus your max damage plus your D4. Then your modifiers.
It won't be modifiers because it's a bonus. So that's just 7.
I totally did Sills. Oh, it's a good thing I doubled that because I totally fucked up my own crit roll.
That's 7 with the crit.
7 with the crit? Okay.
I need to go save my guys under my desk.
So 12 points of damage all up. Azion.
Okay.
2 concentration checks.
He 2 concentration checks, DC 10 for each.
Okay.
Still. Thanks.
No, I'm planning on grabbing him and running. So
First one's a natural 1.
Yeah. So Syl is no longer held.
okay, good.
Yeah. And so it is now his go. So he is going to use his bonus action to disengage. And he's limping away from Ray and is like heading back towards like the rebels with the cart. Kind of like shouting at them all.
You know, if you wanted us to just meet you back at the clubhouse, we could do that.
Yeah, they're totally gonna think that you're with me now, so you might as well come with me. To make sure that we aren't followed. And then the rebels are they're all up in Maxim's face. But they're all gonna run.
Oh, really?
No, you bastards.
Finish what you started.
You were what I was banking on. You're the reason I left.
Yeah,
He gets to walk away. He's nearly fucking dead. What are you doing?
yeah, okay. Like,
I'm shaming them.
Like basically they turn and are all like, "Ugh," and like Maxim is getting ready to like rear back with like the sword, and you do like the dad voice
Yeah.
at them.
Rookie, stay.
Come on, Rook! What the hell, brah?
Okay, sir. And he's gonna turn and stab at Maxim.
Stab the bad man now.
Critical hit.
He's gonna hit.
Yeah, he is.
And he's gonna do 8 damage to Maxim.
Every little helps.
every
Please kill him.
little bit helps. And the other 3, yes, 3. That's gonna be a hit, and a miss for 12 damage all up. Ooh, he's starting to he's looking real rough, you guys.
It's going to be much easier when he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, this probably would have
Get
been over if, like, the entire party had. But yeah, that's the rebels. Mal, it's your go.
Okay.
Maximum Bull Cut and Donkey Boy.
There's only one target on my list.
Mm-hmm.
19. Exactly.
Nice. So you hit.
Thank Fook. And he is whispered to his blade. So the applause are coming.
Does it sound like the rolling of dice?
Can do. 18, 21, 25. One more dice. Oh, shit. Full 6. 31 plus 4, 35 damage.
Woof. All right.
Kill the bastard. Kill the bastard.
This is how you do it, Rook. Wham!
No, I think he's hitting.
Rapier to the
I think
hilt.
that he is hitting.
Yes, sir. That's a real good hit, sir. And Jeeves, unless you have
So
something with your bonus.
he has the sheath around him, not that he's going to move anywhere, I imagine. And with the bonus, is there anything I can pull on him to make it a little easier to kill him?
He's got a shield on his arm, but you're not.
I can't undo the straps for the shield.
It will be your sleight of hand versus his athletics to hang on to it.
Okay, if you want to, sure.
It's got to be contested some way, I think.
No, I'm happy for it to be contested. All of these things can't really be strength. Like, I can't be forcing it against him. I'm just like surreptitiously, sneaking and undoing stuff and
it's
tying
more,
his shoelaces together or that kind of thing.
No, it's more strength for him so that he can like grab onto it like quickly as it's like going.
Okay. Oh, that was shite. 15.
He rolled an 13.
Oh, okay. I loosen the straps ever so slightly on his shield.
And it goes ting, ta-ting, ting, ta-ting, ting, ting. Because he couldn't see the effect, so he doesn't get his danger sense. Oh wait, no, it's just dexterity saves. So yeah. So yeah, he didn't have advantage on it, so good on you. His AC is now 16. Until he has a chance to pick up his shield again. Jeeves, it's your go. Oh, I forgot you were in the fray. I should have had you in the D6s. Oh well.
Jeeves just has a power where he kind of like fades into the background and isn't targeted.
It's years of buttling have granted him that.
Yeah,
It's true. All right. I want to. Did I catch that right? There's one more last guard.
There's Maxim, who's looking real rough, bowl cut, and junkie boy.
All right. I'm gonna bap bull cut on the head.
All right.
That's going to be. Hey. What the fuck? That's a miss.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Was it a 1?
No. Okay, it was a 7 with modifier. No, sorry, 8. I'm pretty sure that's a miss.
Well, what's your modifier, man?
No, an 8 total with modifier.
Oh, yeah. Miss.
All right. And then a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. For a 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
Yes.
Alrighty. Bowl cut gets hit for 7 points of damage. Lucas.
2 attacks on Maximus for a 21 and a 22.
Hit.
And that's going to be 14 and 16 points of damage.
Describe it.
No waste.
So like after he drops his shield, Lugos like takes advantage of like I guess his like momentary like and just cleaves into that arm and pretty much just severs it off of his body. And yeah.
Nice. All right.
That's my Luffy.
So like Bowl Cut and Junkie Boy see Maxim go down, and they're just like and like there's like panic on their faces, and they kind of look at each other and with like this holy shit, what do we do now face? And unless you have something with your bonus action, Azion, it's your turn.
No,
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Azion, the guards don't seem interested in listening to you, especially now that their leader is downed. Your cries for everyone to stop the fighting after trying to kill people doesn't seem to be helping any. And Syl is like retreating from the fray, and you can kind of see like the rebels from at the cart are like advancing in your direction.
I'm also right in front of you.
Yes, and Blitzen is right in front of you. He doesn't seem to be as interested in flirting with you now, though. He seems mad because, he stabbed you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna dimension door over to the. I don't know where. I don't.
If you surrender now, we can probably get a pretty nice bounty when we send you back to your pappy.
I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second.
Need you to do something or be moving on.
Pull person on Blitzen with heightened disadvantage.
All right, Blitzen, wisdom save with disadvantage.
Where's my shit? Just straight wisdom, aye?
We'll save, but yeah.
Ooh, that's only a 6.
Ooh. So yeah, Blitzen, you feel that magic it's cold and it kind of like crawls over your skin, and you're never cold because tiefling, but this is cold, and you find yourself your muscles seizing and you're unable to move. And
I will move 30 feet away from Blitzen to Jeeves. Can I reach Jeeves?
yes, you will probably be walking. Well, no, there's probably enough room for you to walk past people without invoking attacks of opportunity, but that's a close thing. Yeah, you can get to.
Well, you are super right next to everyone who's about to have their turn.
All the guards dead.
Not all of them, but it is Mirko.
Me either.
I mean, you did fireball them.
I did not fireball them.
You fireballed back into where they were standing, so yes, you fireballed them.
They couldn't see that.
They saw you firing a fireball back into.
They don't know
holding...
what the
no
fireball hit.
Zane, they saw you standing in the middle of the street, turn around and throw a fireball into where a bunch of people and guardsmen were. That is what they saw. It's like it might have been dark in there, and there was like a cart and rebels in there, but all they saw was you turning and throwing fireballs into the gate, into the western gate.
And they would know.
They would know that there were
arcane knowledge,
and they would know that there were
common people,
rebels, and guards were all in there. That's what they saw. Because you didn't do subtle spell casting, so they saw you cast it.
Okay. I'm going right next to Jeeves then.
Okay. It is the guards go. They are going to grab the body, the unconscious body of Maxim, and armless now though, and start retreating back with them. You all can get attacks of opportunity on them if you want, or
Is that going to provoke?
yeah, it will provoke attacks of opportunity from people who are engaged with.
Ooh, yeah, bowl cut.
Yeah. I don't think Junkie Boy had anyone engaged with him, but he would have had to have gone over to Maxim. So yeah, attacks of opportunity from anybody who wants them.
So
I-
I'm gonna attack.
I,
Yeah.
I definitely hit. I didn't crit, unfortunately, so I can sneak attack again,
Yep.
not with the thunder
I got
or
a
the open walls.
28
Yeah, that hits.
for 16 damage.
Is that
On-
Junkie Boy?
Yeah, let's hit Junk in the Trunk.
18 damage from the sneak attack on one of them.
Pick me one, please.
I don't know who is involved currently. Is Junk in the Trunk still alive after?
Yes,
Thank
yes, he is. How
I'll
much
hit
is
Junk
that?
in the Trunk because it's hilarious.
The Junkie Boy.
The Junkie Boy.
How much damage? I'm sorry.
I did 18. Jade did something.
Okay.
16.
16.
Because I'm not a rogue.
All right. Junkie Boy's looking real bad.
Yeah, no, he kind of comes up and he tries to ducks to pick up the guard captain, and I just swing right over his head because I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Jeeves, are you gonna win the Junk?
Are you-
Bowl cut's right in front of me, right? 'Cause
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. You would have invoked the opportunity whenever he went for Maxim, not as he's getting Maxim, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's going to be 5 points of damage, and his movement is now 0.
Oh.
The John Cena theme.
Oh. So yeah, Junkie Boy is the only one that's able to like pull Maxim away, so he's only going to get like half movement. As Bull Cut gets the cane across like the back of the knee, and he just goes and like takes a knee as you stop him in his place.
We're just stabbing Junk in his drug trunk. Just
Sit down, son.
taking chunks out of the junk trunk.
Yeah, and Syl is kind of like yelling, is like, what? You guys need to come on, we need to get out of here. And Rourke, it is your go.
Can I still talk whilst I'm hold person?
Was what?
I don't think you can.
Oh, damn it. I was going to make a snarky comment, but if I can't talk, I can't talk.
I don't think you can.
All right,
fine.
I'm gonna
I think you can like stutter.
Roll your eyes sarcastically.
no, you can blink Morse code.
I'll roll my eyes sarcastically. Because he's like, you guys should really get a move on. I'm like, I'd fucking love to, pal.
All right. I will shoot. I will go up and I will punch Junk in the trunk. Right in the butt. I'm gonna work this. Yeah, one in both cheeks.
Punching those bones.
Yeah.
Punching those bones.
Okay, there we go. Both of those are hits, and 19 and 18 on the die. So I'm
yeah. High math.
Yeah. He's
Like,
gonna make.
He's an easy target because he's like got like this big mountain of a man who's like half again as tall as he is, and is trying to like pull him by himself. And so he's just kind of like crouched over, like dragging as you just come up and just bap, bap.
Make two Constitution. We'll make a Constitution saving throw for the first one. I'm going to use Stunning Strike.
Oh, ruthless. Constitution. 12.
He fails.
Nice.
He's stunned, and I'm going to take one more attack with advantage.
I see.
Yeah. And that's going to be a 25.
Yeah, hits.
So, yeah, we've got that's going to be 10, 16 plus 12, 28 points of damage in total.
Describe it.
Yeah, just 1-2 right in the bum, and then when he's stunned, I just kind of, grab him around the neck and just snap his neck over the shoulder.
No,
Oof.
nice.
Just like John Wickton here or something. Just
Yeah.
put down that book. Crunch.
Right, Rourke. Maxim is gonna make a death saving throw.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, he makes it. Wait, no. Is it just a straight roll?
Yeah.
Oh, he fails. He fails. Okie dokie. Oh. Damn it. I forgot something. Fuck. Okay. Never mind. I guess I have to use it next time. I'm a dumbass. Blitzen. Wisdom saving throw.
Still at disadvantage?
No.
Fuck. 5.
Yeah, he's still frozen. Syl is loading up onto the cart and is directing the other rebels that are fresh from the fight to go and grab Azion. And that is what they are going to do, including Junkie Boy or not Junkie Boy, but Rookie and all of the rebels kind of converge on you, Azion, and they're like, grabbing at you and restraining you to keep you from casting further spells. And one kind of shoves like a piece of cloth into your mouth to gag you, and you're getting dragged towards the cart at this point. And Mal, it is your go. Junkie Boy is unconscious. Bowl Cut is stunned, or no, is not stunned. Is just sentinel did whatever that means.
I just shed a tear for Junkie Boy. There was no way that anyone should have gone out.
Dracula and boss.
Well, and then being stabbed in the junk, and then getting your neck broken. He deserved better than that.
Did he?
We picked on him because he had junk, and junk don't deserve that. I'm slightly worried that Glitzen is just kind of standing with his back to us, like 30 feet away. But then there's also, Mr. God. If Lucas, have you got Glitzen? Can you help him home?
Yeah.
Okay.
After we finish up things here.
Okay. Ja! And I'll stab the dude. Bowl cut. 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Gonna attempt to change his hairstyle. Gonna fence. Gonna booming blade. Or appreciative blade. I don't know. 18, 21, 23. 27, 31. I go, I don't know, all the way across the top of his head or something.
Yeah, you
Haircut.
yeah,
Give him a
yeah.
haircut.
You give him like the Kill Bill Oren Ishii, like the shave up
Ooh.
the top.
Sorry, man. No, you're just doing your job.
And he now looks like Friar Tuck with that bowl cut.
Yeah,
Only like, more brainy and more
Wow.
dead.
I've removed the source of his power, the mighty bowl cut. I think everyone is just for fun. Can I use the bonus action? I'm just gonna like Zorro and M into the back of Maxim. They might think it's M for Maxim, or maybe it's M for Malachi, but they don't know that. Whoever they are.
You most certainly can.
Woo! Sweet. And then I'll stroll off into the sunset, also known as the cart.
Jeeves. The guards in front of you are dead, and your charge has been captured by the rebels. Are you going to
Oh no!
surrender? Like you turn around and you see Azion is getting manhandled into a cart by a bunch of rebels. And you see like this pimply little small teenager is pointing a short sword at you. It's like, you're gonna come with us, sir.
Oh no, rookie.
Oh, hey, baby boy.
I'm going to what now?
You're gonna come with us.
No, I don't think I will.
But and he kind of like looks back at Syl, like for direction, and at Malachi.
What are your charges, good sir?
Charges?
Yeah. What did I do?
You attacked our friends, or
Me?
your friend attacked our friends, and you're
Nope, don't know him.
He's just fired.
Well, then
I was here defending you all, battling these guards. Didn't you see?
Yeah, I did. Well then.
Okay, so tell that to your leader. Go on now, and I'll give him a silver.
Well then, and he like looks at the silver that you've like placed at like the end of like his shaking sword, because he still has it out, and like you just put it on the flat of the blade, and he just kind of like looks at it, and it's sitting there going as he's still kind of shaking. And he's all like, "Oh, well, then will you come with us back to where we got to get off the streets, and they're gonna think that you're come with us, sir, please." And he like lowers his sword, takes the silver and pockets it.
There we go.
I'll look around at everybody else. Everybody else is going with this young lad.
It took me 5 tries, but I finally managed to roll high enough to break the fucking whole person.
Wow.
It was
It's almost
it was
the full minute.
Yeah. During all that stuttering, it's definitely worn off.
To Jeeves, I'm like, welcome to come along. Stood by us then. Why not stand by us now?
Oh, of course. Anything you all need, just let me know.
I wouldn't have said that if I were you.
Oh. Yes, Glitzen will take you for your word.
I've been trained to service all sorts of needs.
Oh, you're not helping yourself.
Oh.
Oh, baby boy.
Oh, no.
Oh, baby bird. This ain't gonna go well for you.
You're in danger.
Oh, I hope you have some lubricant somewhere in that pack.
I have some leather gloves.
Who hit the last blow on Black big old boy?
Maxim?
Yeah, that's the one.
Lukos.
It was
So sorry?
Lucas.
Is he dead?
He's about to be when my turn comes around. I'm double tapping.
No, no, man. It's my turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. If your turn, go.
Is it my turn?
After Jeeves would be Lukos. Yeah.
Double tap.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk over and kind of position my sword, and then like push it down into his heart to make sure he's good and dead.
Good.
Once Lucas is done with that, I'm gonna go over and kiss him on the cheek.
Try
That's my Luki.
You know, only the best for you. I'm gonna flick blood off a sword.
Stop it!
You just murdered yourself a god, Captain.
Yeah, dude.
So we
Welcome
should
to the
probably
club.
go literally anywhere else, right?
Absolutely. Probably
walk
with these guys here.
Walk off. Slap Blitzen on the shoulders. I was afraid I was going to have to carry you out of there. Who the hell threw that fireball?
That would be our current prisoner.
Okay.
But if he really is a princess, then we're probably gonna get a bunch of. We could probably get a decent bounty off of his relatives when we send him back.
Need to send them proof that we have him.
We'll get a painting with a newspaper. That's how that works, right?
No, I was
And,
thinking fingers.
Like a finger, yeah. Mhm.
Oh.
And Sal kind of
Does he
like
have a signet ring?
yes, he does have a signet ring, but Sil kind of like looks at you all and is just all like, yes, but can we have this conversation somewhere a little bit less conspicuous, away from the body of the dead guard captain?
I mean, wherever you want to trundle your truck of explosives, sure.
Oh no, this one doesn't have explosives. And he like pats the cart. He's like, that was plan B. This one's full of everything else we need.
He just pats the cart and it's the wrong cart and it
They got it wrong. They were both plan B.
Oh no.
It was all plan B.
Yeah, Gee, it looks like you're going to be running your
Yeah, right.
in 2 weeks.
yeah, so wherever you want to shack us up.
Right, and I think that's where we'll end it as Sil leads and the other remaining rebels kind of like lead you through the city streets in a maddening rush towards the safety of their hideout.
Can I totally loot the carts, by the way?
You're not really gonna have time.
I can't even take his necrotic sword. It's obviously necrotic. Here, Lucas, hold this.
Yeah, you could grab the one thing, and so you can grab one thing, and he's got a really nice shield, and he had a really nice sword.
Get the sword.
I could get the sword. I don't have any need for the shield, so yeah, I would have passed him the sword.
All right, it is.
I saw that it was doing horrible magic stuff.
Yeah, it is a long sword, sword of vengeance.
Ooh.
I'm sure you will
Just
do.
hear dirty laughter from locusts.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Which, when you attack a creature with this magic weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, the target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage. If it isn't a construct or undead, you also gain 10 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
That is what fucked Sil up so bad.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Nice.
So yeah, that is where we'll end it. And I'm gonna turn this off.